Brushmore. It's a quiet town in southern Ustalav on the banks of Lake Incarthen. Hardly a memorable thing about it, up until recently. The city's citadel fell silent, the guards all disappeared. Then of course there was that business at the asylum. The accountsmen showed back up. They're an odd bunch, enforcers and performers. Researchers, magical scholars. And the new man with them too. They were sent in there by the Count, though he's disappeared these days too. He abdicated his throne, left his manor atop the hill. Who knows what fate Rushmore will face now? But I have a feeling these folk have a steady hand in it.
Yep, that's me, Marius. Bet you're wondering how I got here today. We're here in this tiny room being chased by skeleton-like knights.
All right. You can pass.
And
we don't know they're not skeleton
We've
knights.
got a weird energy.
they've got
today.
bones in them. We decided to invade to take on an entire fortress by ourselves. Some of us may have objected to that, but we went forward with that plan to climb up a rope. Some of us assisted by a bucket to get to the top, where we were alerted. Our presence was alerted to the others by piles of slime. And so we ran into a room that was definitely empty the entire time. And that's where we are now.
Piles of slime that are still, as you quickly tried to rush back to the far side of this small, it seems like it might have been a secretarial chamber, many bookshelves, tomes and scrolls and records, ledgers, in containment around the outsides of the room. Still doing this strange motion. The ooze is pulling up to almost like a floating mass that compresses to make this low rolling sound that isn't particularly loud, but it carries. Even through the walls of this room you've taken cover in, you can hear it as clearly as if you were right next to them.
It's kind of like the Inception sound.
Yeah, it's sort of weirdly similar to that. That'd be an easy one. It's an easy one to imagine, so we'll go with that for the purposes of the mental landscape. And on the other side of this room here are a half dozen very gaunt figures, their skin so far sunken and sucked in as to be nearly skeletal. Almost completely and utterly looking dried and suctioned, almost vacuum sealed around the ridges of the bones in their jaw and their skull. Their throats almost completely gone. Their spines visible and the gap between their breastplates and their helmets in the back of their neck. Each of them kitted up in the attire and armor of a guard of Thrushmore. And each of them, as they pour into the room here, brandishing steel blades. I think you know, as we start today's session, immediately.
Can I use lower warfare?
Nice. I need some initiative. It's kind of just like you came in the room, they came in the room.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know
it's
tactical
cool.
knowledge is going to help you go first, necessarily. All right, Marius.
16 on the die for 29.
MD.
I'm going to use this hero point from Scott as I'm kind of
I like how you screamed that way.
yeah.
Like you're afraid to be loud.
As MD is caught by surprise by the Not Skeleton, so he readjusts himself to roll 17 on the die for a total of 28.
Whoa.
Thank
That's
you, Scott.
pretty good. Trey.
I got a 12 on the die for a 21.
You're pretty all
Dang.
right. Kane.
18 on the die, 31.
We're going first.
What? Your initiative bonus is massive, easy.
I'm distracted by this empty room. I rolled a 4, so 16.
I'll go put you right over here, little buddy.
Yeah.
He's bringing up the
Right over there.
rear.
In the front for some reason, though.
He's still in the front, though.
Well, I've got good news for you, which is that they're only beating easy initiative there, because those were, I mean, that's 21. Those are pretty good rolls. Cammy, as you pour back into this chamber, the lower level of this sort of separate wooden structure built up above the battlements here, you see these figures pouring in the opposite door. There's a door behind you that you came in from, the door on the far side there coming from, and a staircase that leads down below, deeper into the bowels of this fortress and the unknown. What do you do?
Oh no. Well, kind of pressing herself almost up against the corner. I'll stay in the room, but I want to stay in the corner. And from the corner, I'm just gonna kind of gesture like, you're gonna do really great over there. Go! That's gonna be Stoke the Heart, and that's gonna be for Troy. There you go. Keep it. My other spell is gonna be, where'd it go? My cards. I'm going to be
many cards. The life of the spellcaster.
I'm going to look over, much in the same way, kind of gesturing people in front of me, pressing myself further up against the corner, even kind of bracing myself to push forward. I'm gonna be like, no, you're gonna do really good. You're gonna be. That's for bidding ward. That's for MD.
The cheerleader in the back, throwing out her magic.
Bracing herself, like, no, really.
For MD, right in the doorway here next to Cam, you feel this magic. What do you do?
MD, I'm going to rush forward to meet the first one head on. Assuming that we had time to draw our weapons before the fight.
You had some running around in the
Yeah,
ramparts before the
so,
fight actually started, so I assume your weapons are in hand.
MD's brandishing his War Razor and a brand new pick he got from Bang Bang. We're gonna do a twin feint on this. We're gonna swing first with the pick and then come back around with the War Razor. So hit with the pick first for a total of a 22.
A 22 will absolutely hit.
A total of 13 damage.
You swing this pick down. It's piercing damage, correct?
Yes, it is piercing.
You swing this pick down, and the head of it just punches right through this taut, dried flesh. Punches through their breastplate, and as you pull it out, there's just a hole. Just a void that you can see into the cavity of their chest. No blood pours forth. You hear some bones crack a little under the impact, but they seem to be fairly resistant to piercing damage. That said, that blow is still nearly enough to bring the first one of these down.
Cool, and then the second one, with the War Razor coming back up, trying to find some sort of structural weakness in a skeleton. For a 5 on the die, that's a total of like 16.
This is twin weapon feint?
Yeah.
The 16 will hit his flat-footed.
That's neato.
Just. Exactly.
4, 8, 9, 14, 17.
As you whip back with the War Razor, again, they don't have full plate. They're not armored up like Trey. They've got breastplates and they've got half-helm caps. They're pretty decently exposed right here. It's an easy target as he's stumbling from the War Razor, or from the pick strike. Your razor slashes right through. And again, they are not skeletons. This blade rips through this dried flesh very effectively, and this first one crumbles down in a clatter of metal and bone on the floor in front of you. Marius.
Just first off, is there anything else in the room? Any objects, anything like that?
It's got mostly just cabinets and shelves where it looks like there's, again, scrolls and ledgers and books that are stored. It looks like a records room of some kind. You would know from your time in Thrushmore previously that this is, the fort itself is also partially kind of the town hall. It's not like a separate bespoke building in Thrushmore, so this looks like where they store a lot of the town's like clerical records.
Okay. In that case, I assume I'm gonna just hunt prey on the guy who's most in front of the door.
Next one, the doorway.
And let's do a flurry, double shot, whatever I call it. Well, that probably misses. That's I guess a 20.
20 lit.
5 on the die, but
They don't seem to be moving particularly well. They are kind of like half shambling. They don't look terribly coordinated.
that's a natural one, so I don't think
That
either
one
hits.
will miss though.
Got
that won't do it.
Oh,
He's got a
I've got
bang.
the bad roll card. What do I do with this?
Ooh. As you hit your second shot, you've got a Bane. You flip it over, and it'll tell you what happens. There's several things in the back. One of them will be
range,
pertinent to
okay.
the attack you just made.
Cover provides a +4 circumstance bonus to AC against a ranged target for 1 minute. So I guess he's outside the door.
So, like, if they have you take this shot, and tell me what happens, unless you want me to tell you what happens with that effect.
Let me just roll damage for the first one.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. That's 12.
12 points of
12
damage.
piercing? Yeah.
Yeah, the arrow will kind of plink and punch into these fairly light breastplates. It'll do some damage again. They're pretty resistant to piercing.
So I guess like at that point he'd like stumble to the side a little bit, so he's kind of beside the door, and just my aim is no longer really there because he's just kind of.
You trying to get the angle here, Trey, in front of you, right as you release his bowstring and fire the shot and go to shoot this second one. Trey's already ready to go. He's not looking behind him, and he kind of bumbles into you, and the bowstring sort of snaps back on your fingers. It's a little hard to grip the string well with enough accuracy to shoot around cover now. So what that means is when they take cover, normally they'd have a +2 to their AC. They're going to have 4 if they have any kind
my
of cover
gosh.
for the next minute.
Okay.
For the next minute.
For the next minute.
All of them are just that one.
All of them.
All of them. Any target in cover doubles their cover bonus. But, mostly listening while at work, saw MD needs this. Scott! Hero point down the table.
What a hero.
I believe you have one action.
Strike true.
Strike true.
Strike true.
You got one action left, right?
I do. What would I do? I guess, yeah, let's shoot again.
Shoot again!
Yay!
Flurry Ranger are us.
That's probably not happening. That's only a 12.
Yeah, 12 not quite gonna do it, Trey.
So after bumping into this bow, moving across the room, I'll take position up beside MD. Because I have a reach weapon. I am waiting for them to come through the door to me. But I can still poke that one
You can
from
still
here.
reach the one on the doorway. It's taking that first arrow.
So first, I will stance up as a 1,000-yard stare comes across my face. And what is at level DC?
You guys are 6, it's 22.
Then that will exactly get a 22 on Intimidate. I rolled a 10.
That's the thing that we need.
So I now have a 10-foot aura of poke.
You would all,
Oh, God.
and MD and EZ would hear again that whispering in your mind, that support, kind of guiding you.
And then I will strike out through the doorframe at this already wounded skeleton. Just a straight lunge trying
Is
to,
this also piercing?
yeah, trying to rip through the breastplate.
I remember when this party was oops all slashing
So
weapons.
that will be 23
We've
total.
evolved.
23, absolutely. Yeah. It's called character growth.
Yeah.
I still have the club to rule killer.
2, 4, 7, or is it 8 now? Or is this 3 or 4?
Should be 3
Okay.
from
It's
so
So 2, 4, 7, 11 damage.
11 damage. That'll be enough after the arrow to strike down the second one as they go to pour through the door. And pour through the door they will. The first of these
There's not a lot of room.
soldiers coming in absolutely going to just trigger an attack of opportunity immediately as they make no attempts. I mean, there's little they could do. You've got this doorway held pretty well.
I will purposely wait until it gets closer. So, stepping into the square in front of us. Is it stepping into that square that triggers the AOA, or is it leaving the previous
It's coming through the
square?
doorway. It's
Okay.
because it's leaving the square that triggers it.
Okay, I was gonna wait for gang up to get flat-footed, but if I gotta hit it there, gotta hit it there. That's going to be 29.
29 will critically
I
hit.
don't think gang up
Yeah.
matters,
Excellent.
guys.
Yeah, I do roll at a plus 17.
He rolls out a
think
plus
they're
2.
high.
Really
Yeah.
killing this fight.
You guys are doing great.
5, 7, 10, 14, 28. And
Absolutely destroys him. The first one through the door, Trey's ready, annihilated. This just leaves room for the other 3 to pour in to the section of the room just in front of you here. Them throwing the door back against the wall as they fill the space here. And it's going to be 2 attacks coming in at Trey. What am I
looking
shooting
for a
for?
25.
What's the target? Because I'm just
25.
Oh, 25's the target?
Yes.
1 hit, 1 miss as they come in. The one that hits you, longsword coming down for 5 points of slashing damage.
Oh no.
2 more attacks that will be coming in towards MD. What's your AC, sir?
23.
23.
That's with your +1.
That should be.
Both of them are going to fail to land as they come in. And the last one, since they're just swinging at the closest thing they come to, also going to be going in towards MD. Both of which will hit on that last one.
This dude's swinging for the fences.
I'm busy blocking the other.
You're going
guy.
to take
Dang.
8 from one longsword and 7 from the other.
Nice. Ooh, that's 15.
The soldiers, they're not saying anything. There's no orders. There's no coordination. Each of them attempts to be just rushing forward, fighting almost mindlessly, completely independently. But there is a strange, almost like rabid growling, grunting coming out of the sounds of exertion, the effort as they come in and just wildly swipe these swords forcefully towards you. Easy.
Okay. Trey's martial voices. What does that do again?
When you hit, you get a +2 to damage.
Okay. So I'm gonna be like, no, we're sieging a castle. No more time. No time to be bashful. No more Mr. Nice Bard. Let's hit these skeletons real hard. The upper deck of a ship is called a foxhole.
Really reaching
Really
there.
looking for something that rhymes with orange. All right.
Oh, and when you crit, they're frightened. So
Whoa. Okay. And then part of that I'm gonna hit him with. I'm just gonna pull something that's hanging on the wall, like a shelf, and just
Sure.
slam it into him.
Hits
Give me an
him.
attack roll. What kind of damage? Bludgeoning damage? What you're going for?
Yeah. Okay.
you don't want to do
that's-
piercing?
That's I'm not gonna do that. Okay, by likely. No.
Wait, oh no, that's the other one.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
mind. No shame. No shame. No shame.
I'll use Scott. I'll use
Scott!
Scott crazy. And I'll
Well,
reroll
this
it.
has now become a cross show
Yeah.
thing.
It's a 1 again.
Are you
You're not
serious?
Baned, are you?
No, it's a 7.
Oh,
Okay.
no, it's a seven.
okay.
We can't read.
Okay.
Numbers are hard.
7 and 1 look
You
really
win
close.
this time.
Yeah, so it's a 19.
19 will hit. Who you shooting at?
I'm shooting at the one right in front of MD.
All right. Right on the south end there.
Yeah. That's.
Even with your friends in the way, 19 will still just catch him.
A D6. Okay, 6 and 5, 11 plus 4 is 15.
So this shell, this is, let's say, just a big bookend, a weight here. It's holding some scrolls in place. Flies off the shelf, and the scrolls kind of tumble free, and this shoots out and slams into the guy. Hits him, his head snaps back. This blunt force, you hear again the crack of bone, but this withered and shrunken flesh holds them together. They also resist blunt damage. But
Okay.
15 is still enough to topple him just from the sheer force of the
Yeah.
blast, taking down that southernmost one. You all can hear through the first few seconds of this battle as you clash with surely the former guards of the fortress, this happening outside, coming from these two oozes, doing whatever it is they're doing. And as Cammy keeps up her magic and readies for whatever she's going to do, you hear a door slam open at the bottom of the steps and more jingling of armor and footsteps pounding towards the stairs. You see another figure with a big, heavy steel shield up in front of him, stumbling up the stairs with more, what looks like several more figures back behind him.
Absolutely not.
The stairs
I-
inside are stairs
They're
to
coming
downstairs.
up the stairs downstairs
Yes.
in the room with you.
Okay. You know what? I'll see what I have time for in a minute, boys. I'm going to just sort of in a panic. I would like to. Is that a table up there?
It's a big cupboard, like a
Okay.
big standing cupboard.
Okay.
Perfect to hide in.
I just peace out.
It's like the top shelf, the top half of it. It's got a big ledge and then some shelves, and the bottom half is like 2 wooden doors and a cabinet.
Oh, this is
like a-
probably
One big kind of what?
Too much like trying to barricade.
Yeah, this is
Sure.
probably more effectively
You know more
done
furniture
by
words than
anybody
me,
else
fancy man.
in the party. I would like to kind of walk over, and I want to at least just to get this started. I want to knock over the cupboard.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shout, "Somebody put it at the stairs! They're coming! Put it over there!" And I'm gonna like kind of start to shove. I'm not doing anything. I'm like kicking my feet like they're sliding on the ground, and I'm gonna kind of lurch over the side of it and yell at Trey, "I need your help with this! You're gonna still be stoked."
Fantastic.
There you go.
That's it for Kimmy. MD.
Okay. I'm gonna, I guess, continue her jaw with the cupboard moving. I'm assuming
I know I
she's-
can't move it.
Just kind of behind you, like kicking and your feet pushing on the wooden floor, desperately trying to move this big cabinet. And you still got 2 of these soldiers in front
Trey's
of you.
got him. Trey's handling it. I'm gonna just drop the pick, I guess, and grab the cupboard. Or I guess drop both of them, grab the cupboard and move it.
Okay.
Um,
What are you trying to do with it?
Push it into the stairs.
Make an athletics check.
That's why I didn't do it.
All right. Well, Cammy's really, really wanting to do this. So we're gonna use Scott. Scott. Thank you again, Scott. I'm gonna get a lot of rerolls out of this. 'Cause that was a 1. That is an 18 on the die, so that's a total of a 32.
The 32, this cabinet is an old, solid piece of wood. It's pretty heavy, and it's got a pretty good amount of what feels like just rocks in the bottom half of it. It takes a pretty good amount of effort to move, especially because you're trying to get it across the room here and over a railing. But with that, absolutely you can do it. You pick this up and force it up onto the stairs, where it just slams over the railing and sort of hits the staircase and wedges itself, forming this big barricade at the top of the staircase right in front of the approaching guards coming up from below. I'd say you got 1 action left. Let's say like it's a big 2-action heave here across the room.
Cool. I want to shove this guard that's in front of me out.
Athletics check. First thing wasn't an attack, so you got full.
That's a natural 1.
Oh my gosh.
You pulled it a little bit. It lifted off the shelf. You're like,
So we were talking about statistics earlier.
oh,
No,
lift
this
her
side
up,
likes
buddy.
1s. Don't forget to stretch before you do any
You gotta try to
strenuous
turn,
activities.
expecting this,
Look at your knees.
expecting this guy maybe to topple over easily, and just with the hilt of his sword, he wildly swings out and knocks you prone. Marius.
What is no?
So, do these guys still have the concealed condition, or are they like exposed now?
They didn't have the concealed. Wait, what?
Oh, I just wasn't sure. Like, got confused.
No, if they take
No,
cover,
if they
get
take
a
cover,
plus
they
4.
have extra cover. Like, or if they
Okay.
have cover, like if they're occluded from you, like, I mean, fortunately, MD's on the ground now, so he's not really in the way. But like, if they were, they'd have that bonus to their AC.
Okay.
All part of my plan.
In that case, I think I'm just gonna continue shooting because even with their piercing damage resistances, I think I'd do more damage that way. So,
It turns
1
out
shot.
shooting does damage.
19.
That team will hit.
Okay, let's go for number
These are
2.
don't roll a 1s.
Ooh, that's an 18 on the die. I think that's gonna hit plus 12.
Yeah,
so,
that's plus 12.
30.
30's a crit.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
So we're
Okay.
gonna roll me those 2 first.
Okay.
Because that may very possibly drop a skeleton man.
First one is 9.
Okay,
Or 10? Yeah.
10. All right.
10.
Does
And then-
some damage.
Oh, wait. Plus
11.
11
Yeah.
does some damage.
And then 1, that's 6. 8 is 14.
Those 2 shots will, after their bap, drop the soldier closest to MD there. The one that just knocked him down. And from a hunter in another dimension, from man shot to MD, 0 points.
Man shot.
You've been blessed by the wizard himself.
All just Scott with increasing amount of exclamation points.
Go for another against the other guy who's still standing.
Yeah, we've got a shot left. Throw it out there.
13 plus 10, 23.
Hits.
All right. 10.
Solid. He's
Clink,
got an
clink,
arrow
clink.
in him as well. Trey.
I will 5-foot step onto the pile of multiple skeletal-like night
Into the
corpses.
corner.
Actually, I think
Up into the front?
I think
Yeah,
I still
right into
have
the front.
One more action left.
You can't flurry if it's not your prey.
Oh, right.
This is the
Oh,
problem
yeah,
with
you're
it
right.
fighting a billion dudes at
Yes.
once. Is because like
Forget
you're like, is it really worth the action to hunt this dude who's gonna die in 3 seconds? Like,
It would not have changed any of your dice rolls.
Yeah.
Their AC is that low.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You're fine. You did good.
So I will 5-foot step into the front and going ahead and give this one in the corner a jab as I speaking to everyone else. I don't know what happened to the guards here, but we're gonna figure it out.
I don't like that.
Can I just see the one coming up the stairs? I hear
you
more.
can definitely hear there's more, but you
But I
can just
see
see the one
one.
up front with the shield up. He's like looking up and kind of shied back as this entire cabinet is falling down towards him.
So I'm gonna.
Unfortunately, he has different arch, so
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna give the one in
Jeffrey's
the
got a
corner
shield. He's a definitely a different
a
guy.
solid poke. That's gonna be a crit. I rolled an 18 on the die, and I'm a fighter.
Definitely going to crit, and I feel like it's pretty much impossible, even with their piercing resistance, for you to not take one of these guys down with a crit.
10, 13, 17,
Yeah.
34. He's frightened and clumsy one.
He is collapsed. He's a 5 is what he is. He's like,
I don't
he's-
see that
he's
in my
dead
conditions
too.
deck.
So you take down the last of
Dead
this
too?
this first wave, extra dead. You take down the last of this first wave that had rolled up, leaving just now. You hear the ones coming up the stairs, and these still just noises coming from outside.
I can reach him because I have a
Yeah,
reach
you definitely
weapon.
have to give him cover.
We're
but
getting
you can
sound
reach him
back.
because you got a big
Can
railing.
anyone else reach him? Because it
Probably
matters.
not. No, I
okay.
think you need the reach weapon.
That it would matter for gang up purposes.
'Cause he's like 2 tiles down the stairs. So with a spear, he's got cover. You can reach
Well,
him
then-
up the stairs.
Getting this one, jabbing up into the arm, or just straight piercing through it, pulling it out, seeing that one, flipping the grip around, and now plunging it down
He's
the
already
stairs.
looking up for this furniture coming down. Just tries to kind of hunker underneath this shield as
We
you
threw
slide.
So-
our rock cover down.
27.
Let's see. With the cover and his shield up, 27 will exactly hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Wait. Yeah, 27 will exactly hit him.
Nice.
And that will be 7, 10, 14 damage.
Okie doke.
Nice.
Solid
something.
poke as I slip past his shield and catch him in the shoulder.
Now this,
And they're stuck.
he's gonna, he
Yeah.
fails to kind of block this with the shield. But with this big thing in front of him, he's got nothing he can really do other than spend the entire first one of his actions just clambering over this, which is absolutely going to provoke.
So 29
The 29 will hit him.
plus 17. It's a hell of a
Fighter
drug.
man.
5 and 6, 11, 14, 18 damage.
Solid.
Really glad I kept Stoke up.
It's solid.
Now
It's
this one
done,
seems to
I
be
think, 15.
significantly sturdier than the ones you fought so far. Is even with his shield unable to prevent these, he is going to block this attack as it comes down, shifting his shield to take the brunt of this entirely. But your spear, its raising tip, still able to just punch through and do a decent amount of damage to him.
2 extra damage.
2 extra damage to the shield, right? Because
Yes.
raising.
Raising for people at home, it does extra damage against things with hardness.
The more you know.
And with that, you will your chisel spear absolutely punches and raises and rips through this, and you're splintering the thing in half. Like, this shield is
Steel shield
ruined. It's
or wood?
It's steel shield.
Oh,
It is.
wow.
It is almost. I mean, with an 18 and 2 extra
That
damage
almost
to
breaks
it,
the whole thing.
That's past the broken threshold. This thing looks like it's gonna be
Yeah.
pretty unusable for blocking.
Well, I
after
should say that almost destroys the shield.
But he climbs all the way up over this into the room.
He has
Takes a
friend?
second action to just kind of move up and make a little bit of space, and it's just a total toss-up who he's going to swing at here. Dice says Cammy.
Come on, please.
He has made a mistake. Are you
Okay.
sure you don't want to change your mind on who he attacks?
As he brings his long
He's about to
sword
get
around
crit for
His
this.
into the room and just an overhead chop
I'm gonna
down
see if I
towards
disappear.
Cammy.
I don't.
Doesn't vanish this
Gotta
time.
gotta check.
It's going to be a 28 to hit you.
Okay. Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
a
I
crit.
guess so. Not a crit.
We rolled a not crit on Cammy. That's what we rolled for.
Huge.
You were going to take 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
From this chop here. And that's all his actions because he had to clamber over the thing. The second one, behind him, you see another one of these skeletons move up the stairs, clamber up over the cupboard, and end up right here in front of Marius. This one, just with a breastplate and a sword like the ones that had come before, taking a wild swing towards your dwarven, ghouly archer friend here. Definitely not going to land. The third, moving up, climbing up on top of this thing entirely, and reaching up over this kind of levels him up with the railing. He's kind of wobbly and unbalanced as he just has his long sword up and thrusts it out towards the Cammy being the only person he can reach here. Nimby's down on the floor behind the railing. He can't get to anyone else. He's stuck. 31. No, it's a regular guy. 27.
Oh my gosh, that's just a regular hit.
Regular guy.
Hey!
Ooh, that's just a normal dude.
Oh, please, I'm just staying.
And you see 2 more coming up the stairs behind them, as it looks like there's 5 in this
We
squad
need
that are
another
rolling up.
cupboard.
But they are sort of stuck. They can't get past this big blockade on the stairs has kind of kept 2 of them down there. Cammy, you're going to take 6 points of slashing damage from that one.
Okay.
Do these look, the ones that are following up, do they look like more of the same things?
They look like more of the ones. They're just the breastplate and long sword. Just the one in the front looks like he's got the steel shield. Is a bit hardier. Possibly more of a veteran soldier. Someone who looks like they were a little bit more ready for battle. Easy.
Well, I'm gonna say, Bad Bone, don't hurt the gnome, and you're gonna give you sanctuary,
Yay!
and then I am going to run in the corner, the corner next to Trey. What a hero.
Who's not a cupboard there anymore. You can just go.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna, with one whole action, I am going to hide. Can I hide? Can I hide?
Behind what? Trey?
Yeah, behind Trey.
I mean,
That'll work.
if you'd rather, you could
I'd-
go out the door and
You,
use
like,
an action for
Trey won't
cover.
stop
Oh
you
wait,
from
I
going
could also
outside.
just keep up my Inspire card.
That would be good
Hey,
too.
please.
Sticks and stones don't break these bad bones. Maybe a slash. Give him a good gash. Afterwards, we'll get ice cream cones. That's courage. And then that's my turn. I can't.
Over the din of battle echoing through this chamber, once just a study, a storage of records, no one outside the city government really cared to read. You hear the pounding of footsteps and armor as more troops approach the building from the south,
South? Where's south?
across the ramparts.
What?
What are ramparts?
Everything
thing
we're
we're
on.
Okay. Awesome.
The ground.
Ramparts is the top of the
Okay.
where your soldiers are on
So
your
it's coming
castle.
from
The
down.
ramparts are the gray part of the map.
Awesome.
The top of the castle walls, that's
Where
the
are
ramparts.
Maybe
Okay.
we should.
You
Oh,
hear
I
them,
see them.
they're coming in from the south there.
Is this stair a window? What is this?
Which
Can they
stair?
get
No,
it?
so That
So there is
a
another
second
on the
floor.
outside of the building. There is an external staircase that leads to the second level. Like there's a second story of the
There's
building.
not an
you're
alternate
in.
entrance in this room.
No, there's the 2 doors.
Excellent.
Two
Okay.
doors in the staircase going down.
That was my question.
Hammy.
There was a funny little staircase that led to a window right into our room. Okay,
Real
so the
architecture.
rules of Sanctuary is I can't hurt them.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll go. I'm more than happy to go to Buffland.
They're surrounded by soldiers
I've had my
right now.
fill, really. I'm going to move.
That's probably smart.
I'm gonna step back. I'm just gonna go over and get real chummy with my buddy Easy. I will also hide behind a party member.
Hide behind your large men.
Yep, and I've got. I'm going to maintain your stoke, and as I kind of sidle up back here, I'm gonna kind of tap on the back of MD's back, like
I'm on the
you're gonna do
ground.
really good.
It's more
It's
of a...
still up.
It's
From-
all the way up.
It's prone and it's still up.
That's right, you're pro. I'm gonna do I'm going to do it's this one, Forbidding Ward again, on MD.
Good choice.
That's my turn.
Solid.
It's cantrip,
MD,
right?
you see
Yeah.
Cammy take a couple of hits as she retreats back behind you.
Stand up, grab the razor, take a step forward, slash. I have gang up now. We've been trying to use this entire time.
Oh, we got to use it a tiny bit.
They just sort of ended up next to Marius, so that works out.
Yeah, this is perfect. Also, are you using new gang up, right?
Yeah, we're using
So
new
any
game.
of the ones I threatened also get flat-footed against my 2 buddies here. Are also
So for those of you
marshals.
either at home or here who don't know what the hell we're talking about, Gang Up is a rogue feat that changed in the remaster, and functionally it means that you are now flanking from just having 2 people that are in melee. They don't have to be on opposite sides of the monster anymore. They just have to both be in melee.
They just have to
So
both be
in this
threatening.
instance here on the map, MD and Marius are flanking both of the guards at the top of the stairs, even though they're not on opposite sides of either.
And
Does that mean that I'm technically flanking the other 2?
Absolutely, yes.
yes, you are. Anything I threaten or you threaten. Yes, here we go.
So yeah, you're actually flanking all 4 of them from here, MD.
Oh my gosh.
Take your pick.
So we're gonna go for the one that hit Cammy.
Yes. Yes.
That's 2. That's the one in
My
front of you with the
champion.
ruined shield, and the one to your side that's up on top of this cupboard. Both of them hit Cammy.
We're gonna go for the one with the ruined shield. I'm gonna immediately use Manchaw's hero point. I didn't even read it because it's not even important.
What matters is critting the guy who hit Cammy.
Oh my gosh. You
This
made
is the
him mad,
fury.
dude.
This is the fury that comes out.
That hit
all the
my-
way over
That
here.
hit my toes.
He's too mad.
I rolled a natural
He
one.
rolls a nat 1. He's too angry. He's
too
unfocused.
angry.
A wild swing.
Wild swing.
And
I don't need to
I
swing.
said literally
I got
myself.
somebody who does that for me.
Marius.
Okay. I would like to try to shove the guy in front of me down the stairs.
Okay. He's got like him, and then there's the big cabinet with a guy on top of it that's up to like his waist level. So it's gonna be kind of hard, but hilarious if you can do it.
Yeah.
Give me an athletics check.
Stairs give
Yeah, I
you a
assume that
bonus.
since he's higher,
We just to
higher
get
up,
to
he's
the
got a little bit
stairs
of
because he's
room.
kind of got like a backboard right now.
Yeah. 25.
Oh, he's going down the stairs. Absolutely.
This is like those bowling alley videos
Mm-hmm.
where it's skeletons going.
I was gonna say you need
Strike.
to critically succeed is what I was going for, and that absolutely will critically succeed.
Hooray.
So you
Turkey.
what do you do, Marius?
I mean, I just shove him down because I'm trying to get them out of the away and hopefully falling this over and back down, taking them time. And then I'm going to start moving toward the opposite door, and I'm going to use the tumble through the guy who's right there in front of me now.
Are you trying to get over to where I am?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to tumble through that.
Oh,
with-
so you can make it in one move action. I see. What
Yeah,
you mean.
with
As you roll that, as you push this guy, goes back. You hit him with enough force that he topples feet overhead over this into the shins and the hips of the guy who's up on top of the thing, who gets knocked over, falling fully on the guard below him, and just this domino cascade. All of them getting knocked down the stairs. This whole second squadron, save for the one up top, moving back a square and all falling prone as they just collapse down the staircase.
Oh
What's
my
your acrobatics?
gosh.
it's a 17 against his reflex DC.
17 is going to fail. to see is going to rebuff you there, even with the arm of the broken shield just swinging out and knocking you back.
So I guess I still finish the movement, but it triggers any reactions.
With a fail, you don't go through.
Oh, so when just as the movement ends, it means...
The movement ends there.
Okay.
Yeah. So you would end up at the near door.
Okay.
And with one action left.
Well, I guess at this point I'm going to say I think we need to silence this alarm because that's starting to become more present in like. I guess this time I'll just walk around and try to get to the door with a speed of 25.
You can get into the middle of your party, but you couldn't get all the way out the door because you have to circle all the way around this guard. Trey. You can hear more troops
but I don't know
approaching.
where they're coming from.
You can hear you hear they're definitely coming from the south end of the ramparts. They must have come up one of the southern towers.
Are they just in a pile on the stairs?
It's kind of a tangled mess on the stairs.
Well, I know what
yeah.
I'm doing with my full turn. All right.
Thrust. You can only see
Stab,
there's
stab,
only one
stab,
of them that
stab.
you can see. Well, there would be two, because there'd be one on top, still on like kind of flopped over on the cabinet, and then one on the stairs right below.
I'm
There's two
gonna
you can read.
deal with those two first.
Okay.
Seal the room. Hold them off. There can only be so many. That will hit because I need a 2 to hit these guys, and
Probably.
they're prone.
They are prone.
So, I mean, if you want a number, that's 26.
That critically.
Yeah,
Yeah, like give me a number, because like prone, their AC ain't good.
that's on a 9.
Fighter. How's it feel to crit on 9,
3,
Spider-Man?
4, 7, 11, 22.
First guy's dead.
Yay.
All right. That's another crit if I did my math right, because that's a 12, which goes to a 13 plus 14, 27.
That'll crit.
I did my math right.
Trey's
all
just
dead.
bap,
Algebra.
bap,
Fighters love chaff.
knocking him down.
5, 6, 9, 13, 26.
Dead. The two that you can reach there at the front of this mass, they tumble backwards, literally just tumbling into the wall of spear that is Trey, just swinging and thrusting repeatedly. Those two are down.
I've got the stairs covered. And
You can hear the two at the bottom,
final
the two at the
action.
bottom trying to like untangle and right themselves.
final action will just be close door behind me.
Click.
Solid.
Is there a lock on?
Is there a lot?
There's a little sliding wall.
You're just trying to keep me
It's like
in.
just one where you turn the little knob on the.
Well, I hear more
Yeah,
coming.
it seems like someone's
There's
study.
two more down
I don't
the
have the actions
stairs.
to lock it.
Kinda
One
like you pick with the
pulls himself up, tries to make his way up the stairs, absolutely going to provoke.
Natural 20.
He's
Whoa.
dead. The last
Hold on.
one at the
Triggers a
bottom.
card.
I'll let you
This-
save it if it's not relevant. Like, cause some of them give you like effects that last a little bit. If
It's triple damage.
he's super dead.
Yeah. So
They're both dead. You know what? They're both dead.
hold on. I want to roll it now. 3, 4, 3, 5, 8. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 27, 36.
Yeah, that's well
Yeah.
more than enough damage to kill both of them through their piercing resistance. So, like, as they're tangled in the heap and trying to get back up the stairs, you slam this down so hard that your spear goes through the first guy and into the second guy, and both of them just collapse at the bottom of the stairs, dispatching that pack entirely.
I said I had the stairs.
Is this you do? In fact, he's got the stairs. The squad outside starts to move up, and they seem to split and spread around the room. Half of them going right, half of them going left. 3 of them spilling in through the door on MD's side behind the commander, and 3 of them coming in as you close this door. It's going to be their entire round just to get up and get this door open as Trey throws it shut here. The 3 in the back, 2 of them getting in to make a single swing at MD each. 23? Yours? Both of which miss. Easy.
Okay. Yeah, I think I agree with Marius. Maybe we should kill the slime. Seems like they got these guards working overtime.
So maybe if we break their communication, they will break formation. And I gotta finish this rhyme.
That's really meta.
He knows how his magic works.
Yeah, it's a pact. That's courage, and then
That's courage.
Courage. That's courage.
use that to hit another person. There's a ton of debris in this room at this point. So I'm just
A ton
gonna,
of skeletons.
Where is
all-
the door?
I'm just gonna
at
get
this point?
the part of the broken shield. Just gonna bash right into his own head.
Okay.
And
Stop
yeah,
hitting yourself.
I'm
Stop
rolling
hitting
the.
yourself.
Oh, after your turn, I gotta do the attack.
Oh.
Shield guy's still alive.
If he's still alive.
If he's still alive.
Yeah, 18 plus 12, so like 30. Is that crit?
Oh, 30 will hit.
Shield's
actually.
gone.
Without the shield there, 30
Just
will
hit.
Okay.
Um,
No, with the
That's
shield
fine.
completely gone. Yeah, no, just hits. Dang it.
wait, what about 31?
31 will crit.
Wait,
It's 21 without the shield.
Okay.
Do you need another one? Just
Bard
that's for
stuff.
you. It's just bard things.
Bard
just bardy
things. So
things.
10, 15, double 30?
And
Gone.
Oh
plus
my
4.
god.
you get my damage, which is 2 instead of 1.
Gone.
Oh.
And he's frightened if it mattered.
With that bit of his shield as he's turning around, trying to fight against MD here, hits up, slams into him, and he just crumples, leaving these new guards
Oh my
for them behind the
gosh.
commander down.
We're winning.
Wow.
Hey guys, deal with me. Hey guys, deal with me.
Yeah, we're kind of
Eventually, they gotta run out of guards.
Yeah,
Hey, the alarm going off just means I don't have to move.
Yeah.
We get to Cammy in the corner, just kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I was thinking maybe we could. like,
What are we doing after this?
Yeah,
Wanna go
yeah.
get
We
some
mentioned
coffee?
Trey.
I know. Did you have any more tacos?
Through the
'Cause I
doorway, as these soldiers struggle to force it open, you see coming from the same tower up to the northwest as the first pack coming out, 3 more guards, 2 commanders, shields raised, and 1 behind them with a long-hafted glaive rushing down the
This is a
ramp.
siege.
Finally, a worthy opponent.
Objective survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cammy just sitting in the corner, sustained. Does anybody need anything? Or you need a refill? Anybody?
Just some
You?
water.
You need what? Like health?
I have taken
How are
5
you?
damage.
I know. I don't have anything to
I
do.
got
Everyone, everyone hydrated. Everyone got.
I'm not gonna hit them.
Gatorade.
I don't want to be hit
Apply
again.
your hex on other people.
Huh?
You can apply Soak the Heart on other people.
Do you want to turn? Is that what you're doing?
No, you can,
Do you
can
want it?
sustain? You can sustain it on him and apply it to someone else as well, so it'd be on 2
Yeah,
people.
I'm not the only one who can have this.
I can stoke multiple people.
Yes.
Yes.
Whoa.
You can just only do 1 hex a turn.
Yeah, you can only do 1 a turn, but you can have multiple
I
hexes
thought that
going.
it was 1 copy of each. No,
You need
you're
to sus-
stoked.
you need to- You have to
Congrats,
sustain
dude.
both of them, so it starts taking more actions to sustain them. But you can roll.
You have
Stokes
nothing
around.
else to do.
Just kind of sitting over there, like twirling her finger, like, yeah, I was thinking a bit. Hold on 1 second. You're doing great. You're stoked, man. Get 3 damage.
Whoa.
That's me. I'm not hitting him. I don't want to lose my sanctuary.
You're just in your little bubble, like
I am-
You are in sanctuary. You have literally the entire party in a defensive wall
Even if they got
around
through
you.
my sanctuary, I might blip off the face of the planet.
It's like you gotta get through so many layers to get to me.
Forget about it.
MD.
So, as a quick reaction, I'm going to pull one of the daggers out of the belt that we took from Reese. It's Reese's dagger.
How much of Reese's stuff are you guys wearing at this
Oh,
point?
At least
I have her
80%.
clothes on.
her boots, her
Fit.
cloak, her boots. Yeah, and I have her
That's
daggers.
giving me +1 to my AC.
And then we're gonna do a twin feint on the one to the south, closest to Cammy.
And you're gonna get a hero point from the dungeon speed run. MD burning through them today.
Thank
Oh,
you.
and 1 point to the cupboard gnome and her stoking heart from
Aw.
Vatalander.
Battlelander.
Vatalander.
Thank you.
Man, that chat bro, I think this might be one of the first buffs he's given out.
This is distract foe. You call that a swing? Pathetic.
That does sound like Cammy.
That's perfect.
I hope this works.
That does sound like Colby, not MD. Colby.
100% Colby. I hope this works. So, anyways, first strike with the regular, not Reese, with the regular Reese dagger. But doubling rings gives me all my runes on that too. So, I love doubling rings. For her, hey, natural 1.
No way!
So that one doesn't matter because that was a feint.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's way
I
up
rolled
here. It's
natural
like,
on this one, sir. Yeah, it's like, hey, here, I'm gonna swing at you with this one, and then I'm gonna go
I will
underneath
buy
for-
you new dice.
No! This is a 13 on the die for a total of a 24, 25
25
against his flat-footed.
will hit.
The one is
The
right
dice
there.
tell a
Really
story.
wanted to roll
The
it.
story.
Against his flat-footed.
what did you pick up? The War Razor or the pick?
Huh?
The War Razor or the
The
pick?
War Razor. That's
You got
all
a
I'm
dagger
on.
and a war razor.
Yeah. So,
I know what
He's
I'm
going
picking up.
slashy.
yeah, the pick doesn't have any runes in it.
Doesn't matter. I can throw it at someone's face.
Fair. Wow, that's actually pretty funny.
That's 3 ones.
1,
Oh my
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 13 damage. 14 damage.
Slashing damage.
Slashing damage.
Okay, you kill one.
14 damage.
We did it again!
You
Oh,
cut
wait.
one of them down.
Yeah. 15 damage.
That's all your actions, right?
That's all my actions.
And one of the two in front of you, leaving 2 more left in on the right side of the room. Marius,
This is the one on the side.
right in the middle of the nugget.
So the door that I was running to is now closed, right?
They
Well, it
opened
was
it.
closed for a brief moment, and then a bunch more guards threw it open. Now there's a bunch of guards out there.
The door you ran past is open.
Yeah, the other door is open. Well, they're both
There's
open.
a guard over there. They're both open now. They both
Yeah.
have the same problem, which is guards.
Yeah. I mean, it's more now. It's like, do I know that the other ones on outside are coming?
You can hear them.
Okay.
They're not
I
quiet.
can see
They're
them.
beating feet down the stone ramparts.
If I could hear them, then I think I'm gonna turn around and try to tumble through the other guy back out the other door.
Ooh, never mind. Give me an acrobatics.
That's a natural 20.
Oh,
You do a
gone.
flip.
See?
Yeah.
You,
I
you
roll-
get
I
you
roll
get through.
ones.
Where are you trying to
So
go?
I mean,
I
I guess it was-
one move is right there with the crit success on the acrobatics check because it
Yeah.
doesn't take you extra movement, so it's exactly 25 feet with one
Okay.
action.
and
You got to
then
get through a bunch of tangled
Yeah.
bodies across the floor.
I'll hunt prey on the slime down below, and I'll do a hunted shot against it. Give him some arrows. I know that won't do too much. but-
Someone's addressing the problem.
I'm addressing the problem.
I'm stuck in the corner.
14?
14 will
I
hit.
couldn't
Okay.
promise.
Oozes are hard to hit. Is not the problem. Oozes have
And the other is definitely going to hit. It's a 19 on the die.
absolutely hits.
Okay. 5, 6, and 7. 4, about 13 total.
Oh, this is a flurry because they got to get combined before damage resistance. So the problem with an ooze is not hitting it. One of the problems with an ooze is trying to figure out how to do meaningful damage to it. And being just kind of a pile of slime, normally piercing damage doesn't work very effectively. But on this one, this mass it has that's condensing and contracting becomes very dense, becomes very solid. As you strike it with these arrows, it's like hitting flesh. That is going to be fully effective.
What?
As this noise will womp womp is going to just kind of warp twice. Kind of a funny noise as it shudders to one side and rights back up, trying to continue doing
You
what it
just
was
stabbed
doing.
an accordion.
It's a non-
It's kind of like
Please.
it does sound like he's beating up the band down there in the distance.
It's a non-Newtonian ooze.
Trey,
I got 3 boys.
you got 3 boys.
And I
You
got
got 3
3
actions.
Yeah.
Oh, what a hero.
I got you for 3 actions. So, first one, nat 20.
Dead.
Nat 1. One of them will survive. Take your pick, top or bottom.
Let's say you're going, you swing in. I think you're right-handed. You're kind of swinging this way, so your left is the bottom guy. We'll say he's
Okay, bottom guy survives. And then the top guy is going to be a... I mean, I hit him. I was seeing if it was a crit. It's just a hit.
Okay.
So, 22.
Yeah, I think he kind of like generally figured out the targets you need in here.
And 6 and 5 is 11, 15, 18 damage.
Still kills him through the piercing resistance, leaving just the one on the south end there. Half of that squad now dealt with. But here we have. Ooh, I got a bunch of boys that are up right now. First of all,
My job is to kill as many as I can per turn.
Marius is going to come in, tumble through this one as he tries to take a sort of confused swing. And you literally see him look for a second, confused, as it's not until he hears the bowstring whip that he realizes that you're behind him. Turns around, and he gets three swipes with the longsword your direction. It's going to be...
Just steal it.
Definitely not going to hit. Super natural 1. Super definitely not going to hit. And the YOLO die is also a natural 1. So there again...
He's unhittable.
The ones aren't.
I would like everybody here to sign a petition real quick that the GM can get Bane cards.
No, the problem is if I get Bane cards, I also get Bless cards. You guys don't want me
No,
to
But it
have
would be
we didn't
funner.
say that.
Yeah, I didn't. That's not what we
that's not
signed.
what
I'll
Petition
take,
is
I'll
for.
take Bane cards, but I'm also getting Bless cards.
I just
Not what
want
the
that
petition is
particular
for.
skeleton to get a Bane card.
The other one, from the top of the stairs here, still kind of locked in combat with MD, is going to swing his direction. Definitely going to go wide. Wow, I haven't... Sometimes, and then a natural 20 on the third swing. So, I was gonna say I haven't rolled 2 digits yet, but that's technically a P. That's
What?
not.
Wait.
It's just a P on the front of the die. That's not 2
No,
digits.
I was gonna say
either.
what's the total, but it
That's what
wouldn't
I'm
matter.
looking at actually, real quick.
It's more than a 23.
It's an 18. So it's just a
So
regular
that's
hit.
just a hit.
That's just a regular hit. He's swinging at -2 on that last one.
Okay.
That longsword is not an agile weapon.
Okay.
You are going to take 8 points of slashing damage as he lands that last one. In the front, we are going to have this skeleton who was here first sort of step up. He can't step because of the body of his fallen companion there. He has to move up over to that to get in the doorway, which...
I'm letting him.
Okay, you let him get in there, and
Yep.
then he's got 2 swipes from the door.
I'm honestly, at this point, I'm kind of ignoring him and looking at the 3 much better armed
First is a 22.
Miss.
Second is absolutely nothing. And him trying to fight, you can keep him at bay pretty well to the doorway here. But yeah, you see his companions coming in from the back is your concern. The 2 larger guards, their shields up in front of them, just kind of come in to either side of the doorway, filling that space that was just the previous goons there. Either of them would provoke as they come in if you wanted to take a swipe at them.
I will take a swing at one of them because the third one has reach.
There one does not look like he's going to get very close to you.
Yeah. So I will, probably the bottom one just for the sake of
Okay.
keeping track. Take a swing at him, fully expecting him to put his shield in the way as I go to stab right through it. For a... Yeah, that hit the edge,
Dance
bounced
on
up,
the
and then
edge.
fell in. 29. 30.
30 will hit.
Yes.
30 will hit, and he takes it, and as he's coming in to close, he does not blacken, just eats it.
6, 9, 12, 17.
17, all right. Again, well, resistant to piercing matters a bit more on these guys. The third one, of course, coming in behind this first goon, yes, with this long glaive, able to just reach and stab past. And now, like as you said, a worthy opponent.
Yes.
Another long-hafted weapon that can get you from a distance. As they close in, each of them going to get 1 swing towards Trey.
This is ideal for me. The weakling's in the middle. Everyone else has to contend with a door frame.
First commander, not gonna make it. Second commander, I kind of want it. Now we'll keep it. It feels like points use a hero point on goon number 38 in this fight.
I'm looking for a 25.
Spear guy, they're looking for 27s because you definitely got the door frame to cover. Spear guy, who I don't have a card for, so I had to tab over real quick on my phone. Bear with me. I'm not gonna get it either. There's so many of them getting in each other's way that again they're not fighting as a unit. There's no formation here. They're like mindless zombies just growling and frothing and throwing themselves.
Exactly what I'm relying on.
Easy.
Oh, we got to get out in the open. No, we don't. I have a perfectly good door right here.
Real good door you found.
Okay, well, we can do this all day.
You're in the corner here. You just see weapons clanging, swords and spears, and Trey's just like
Trey's having a field day is what Trey's doing.
I'm just...
We're chilling.
Yeah, how many do you think we can slay? We are opening up a lot of jobs by killing all these no-name bobs. Their budget will be a lot easier to pay. And that's courage. And then I'm gonna It's been working well, so I'm just gonna. The one that tried to attack Marius is just gonna get a big old brick to its head.
Whoops.
Hopefully. Okay. So 5 plus 13 13, so 18.
That's the number. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, mine's just +2 damage.
Yeah.
And it doesn't stack with yours. They are the same type.
1, 2, 3.
Counting.
6 plus 2 is 8. Plus 4 is 12.
12. 12's gonna hit him, but it's not with his bludgeoning resistance. It's not gonna be enough to bring him down again. It's gonna hit and crack, and you're gonna hear the bones
got your back,
crunch
Marius.
into his helmet with that shrunken flesh, weirdly sturdy. Holds his head back up together as if just almost ragdolling atop his shoulders as he keeps fighting now. Wow.
Well, now that we're in a better position, just quick glance over at Cammy. Need your help on this side.
Me?
At this point,
Have magic.
Trey, you are holding the doorway here, so you've got a view out over most of Fort Halicourse's ramparts. You can't see down into the courtyard or anything, but you can see across the area. And you can see past this mass of breastplates and swords and armor, that second similar little wooden building on the southern end of the ramparts. It's now been
Almost gatehousey.
a little while. It's not built down. It's clearly just on top of the ramparts. It probably looks like it connects down, probably as a stairwell like this one does. But you see the door nearest to you of that open up. But this one does not fly open, and there's no cascade of armor and boots and skeletal soldiers pouring forth. Instead, you see something entirely different. You see a green, elongated face
I see a snoot.
with bright orange fins running across the top of its head and down almost the jawline. Just sort of poke out the door and look over, confused at the chaos that is happening where you guys are. And as he sees this big fight and he sees your spear tip coming through, you look at him and he sees you through all this, and his eyes go wide. His mouth so wide, almost his entire face kind of splits. You hear him turn around, and he
So Murlocs.
heads out and comes into full view a big humanoid fish
Aw.
wielding a trident, webbed hand around
Whoa,
its
big
half,
fish.
a
What?
big
That
tail,
big?
and webbed little feet.
No,
They're-
humanoid.
He's probably about 5
just
feet
shape.
tall. He's
Oh,
a little
never
bit
mind.
shorter than you guys.
50
And he
feet
comes
tall.
waddling out, trident in hand, rushing across the ramparts towards you. You hear some rustling, and then 3 more of them come out behind him.
What are you?
Do they have duck feet?
What are you?
It's just slap,
This might
slap,
be
slap,
the
slap,
second
slap, slap,
strongest.
slap.
They have wet little feet. Yeah, like, and this light rain still coming down. It's just slap, 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 slap,
really
slap.
cute.
Little,
So your horror campaign has fish people
little
too?
sprays.
They're a very common theme.
It is Cthulhu-esque, so
Yeah.
we are a
Fish
fishing
people,
village.
deep ones.
Candy.
Wait.
And you hear a
changes-
battle
this
cry
changes
out of the
everything.
ramparts. And then
Mid-conversation
just a
with-
bunch of like 4 voices doing that.
And then you
Mid-conversation with Daisy, I'm like, hold on, what was that?
and you just hear
just wet slapping feet down the pavement.
Do you hear that?
Fish for dinner?
Okay, I'm going to, but I don't want to give her my sanctuary. But
Stay between me and Trey.
I guess
You have a nice little nugget in the middle of the room. This is the cami
Well,
hole.
Trey asked me to help, but I
We're
kind of
building
have
a-
a sick gig right now.
we're building a mound of bodies to store you inside of.
Just gonna make a wall.
We put you in the cupboard in the stairwell.
Honestly, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm going to sustain stoke, and instead of forbidding ward, I'm gonna give you stoke.
Stoke.
We have reached peak witch. Now we're gonna see peak
Why would I do anything
This
different?
is the witchery.
If I hit
She's
one,
just-
I lose
she's just
protection.
cackling in the corner, channeling her mini
It's just me and Greenie are doing a little dance now. Like, we're getting
And
down.
then your chameleon's just sitting there like this, focusing, just channeling all this
Chameleon's
magic.
doing all the work. Well then, I feel stoked.
The
Yeah,
chameleon
dude.
kind of looks at you and just does this, as he's been taught.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. I feel great. We're going to once again do our our great twin fan against this guy who is adjacent to me still because I don't have flanking on any of these guys. So the first strike with Reese's dagger. Rolled a 6 on the die. Added a total of a 21,
That'll hit.
22.
That'll super hit.
Yay. That's sneak attack damage.
Add 3, baby.
Add 3, 6, 9,
Stealth up.
11,
He's dead.
15, 19.
Dead.
Well, then I have this whole extra action.
Yeah, and that second swing, I mean, you lay both weapons into him and he just crumbles.
Oh, yeah, no. And then I just look at the one next to Marius and throw the dagger at him.
Ooh. Range attack. It's still your third attack, I'm pretty sure.
It's my
You
third
do the
attack,
twin-
yeah.
twin
I
thing,
used
yeah.
the 2 strikes. I mean, I used the 2 strikes, but
No range penalty.
Yeah, he is right there.
it doesn't technically get the ruins because I am throwing it, so...
It does get my bonus.
I saw it hit a nat 20 and then it rolled over to a 2, so we're going to use this. I hope
Yeah.
this works.
Yeah.
He wants a 20.
Yeah.
But that one's already hurt, so he's got to hit him.
A natural 20.
Yeah!
What happens to that
did
guy,
it.
MD? What happens to that guy? You got to play.
He's done.
What is it?
It's slashing. The trigger's blinded until healed. Across the eyes. It just hits him right in the eye.
Give me that and just take a new one. I'm not taking a watch. Hold on to that until it does something cool.
Okay, cool. Well,
Take a new mystery.
it literally...
Save for a bigger
Because
prize.
that dude is
Yep.
not alive.
Yeah, as I see where his
He's
brick
also
hit
not
in the
able to
head
see.
and kind of pulled his neck back, and the dagger just kind of slashes through that last little bit of skin, holding the neck on as it falls over.
He just collapses. Collapses behind Marius there, who
As-
no longer has to
I'll
duck
look
and
at
juke.
easy. Well, not one free hand go.
East side of this room
So
is
cool, dude.
just a heap of bodies, and Marius is outside, hearing the approach of these fishmen.
What does the stoke do again?
Plus 3
Plus
damage.
3
Plus
to
3 damage.
the damage that you do.
I'm going to try to
time to roll
just
your damage.
unleash a chain of arrows against the ooze.
Yeah, what you have
Already
is
your
working.
prey.
First one,
Someone needs to do this job.
Would like
21.
to sponsor your efforts.
The target is 13.
okay.
So just roll him. It's an ooze. His
That's a
AC is
17
not
plus
high.
12. That's
It's 13
29.
and he can't be crit. So
Okay.
like that's the ooze town. Like just hit him.
Let's start there. 10, 11, 12.
Plus
You
3.
don't add that plus 1.
Oh, okay.
Plus,
Don't
listen.
add that instead.
Add this.
yeah, so,
They
to
don't
each
stack.
shot.
yeah,
Okay, so
14.
To
14.
each shot.
14.
Yeah, Stoke the Heart's nice.
and
It's so nice.
5, 6, 10. Or
9.
9.
9.
So 23. Or no, it's 14 and 9 with 2 shots and then 23. Okay.
Yes.
Solid.
All right, let's go another.
Again.
12, 21, or 22.
Yep.
Yep.
Yup.
Yeah. No, if you...
He's just gonna hurt his feelings.
I
when
think
add
you're
it up like
literally-
that.
10, 13,
You are literally in don't roll a 1 to hit the slime territory on your third attack.
13, 9, so 14.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
hit, I
a
hit.
news.
There we go. 6, 7, 9, or 10.
10.
Yes.
With that last one,
on, dude.
you
Come
spend an entire turn just loosing a quiver into this thing. It
is a quiver now.
Every time it gets hit, these distorted sounds.
What are we playing? Don't
echoing out.
Starve?
Until it looks like it lifts to one side, almost deflating, and just becomes a puddle.
Oh.
Just a mound on the ramparts. That southern one,
Look at
just like that.
That's so good.
Trey.
I am in a fantastic, this is right where I want to be. But, just quickly looking back at everyone, anybody speak fish? And I'm going to purposely leave the weakest one in the center there, because he's preventing the rest from getting a good strike at me. And I'm going to strike out as the one I've already hit, the bottom one, and then Halberd, and then the top one.
Okay.
So 19 plus 17, I'm pretty sure that's a crit, even with his shield up.
Probably yes.
So,
AC is
36.
not that high. Yeah, definitely a crit.
alrighty.
And he is going to desperately try to
5,
block this,
6,
which is going to obliterate his shield. Surely.
26. Shield is destroyed.
26, that shield is absolutely, literally ripped entirely off of his arm. And he, too, collapses.
And then
Punching through the shield and the hip. Southern one's gone.
Then the halberd. 16 plus 12, so 28.
28
29.
29 will crit.
I forget that that's there.
29 will crit.
Because I have such a
halberd
high
guy.
modifier. I keep forgetting that I have a constant +1. So 2, 4, 7, 11, 22. And he is frightened 1 and clumsy 1.
22 with the resistance to piercing isn't quite going to be enough to bring him down, but almost. So the glaive wielder is going to be frightened and clumsy as he sort of stumbles, reeling, almost physically knocked back a few steps from the force of this hit.
And then I will launch the third strike. 1 strike down, coming up, doing almost a rapier move to strike the second one. Now pulling fully back, changing grip, and just swinging around the corner, hardly even looking at this third one. Just windmilling it. So 17 plus 7.
That'll hit.
Yeah, that
24.
plus 8, but 25.
25 still hits. Getting a little
2,
rougher.
4, 7, 11.
11.
13.
13. As he puts his shield up and kind of shoulders a chunk of this, that one's just barely going to graze him.
15 to the shield.
Yep. Shield is, of course, they get 1 block against the raising spear. They get 1 good one in there.
That's a fishman.
The skeleton up front.
Yeah, quite literally. Anybody speak fish?
Just, no. I'm literally just saying it's a bigger 20. Last one's a 20, so going to be a regular hit on Trey there. I like that. That dude in the front, he's going for 20s. That's about all he's got in his life. 5 points of slashing damage as he manages to finally land one
He
of them.
doubled the amount of damage I've taken the entire fight.
The spearmen back behind him. Not in, again, they're mindless. They're not fighting intelligently. They're not smart enough to tell the idiot to get out of the way. The idiot will remain in the way. Not gonna hit the first one. Second one's gonna be a natural 20, which gives him a 26.
And I'm 27 with the door frame.
See, this is the spearman. So
Okay,
you're,
then yeah, that will crit me unless. Let me check spear because it depends on what the bonus, what the crit spec is.
he doesn't. Oh, well, he's the clumsy doesn't affect him. He's the strength swinging at the frightened.
Yeah, clumsy.
The frightened.
And frightened.
He's not frightened. He's mindless.
I figured.
But he is clumsy. But that's affecting his AC, but not his attack. So 1 crit from him.
Yeah, so 1 crit.
Third one not going to land. So he is going to catch you with 1 good. Ooh, that's a deadly weapon too. It's a glaive.
Fancy.
I rolled both d8s. Were 1s. So you are going to take 14 points of piercing damage from this glaive.
That's still pretty high.
And then the
for
one-
both ones.
On
I mean,
the
that's a
top end,
glaive.
it's got a deadly crit, so it gets an extra die in when it crits. The one at the top end, shield completely destroyed, has nothing to do but just swipe at you. So you're 27 against this guy.
Yeah.
First swing, not gonna do it. Second swing, not 18 on the die is not gonna do on the second swing. Not having agile hurting these guys. Not gonna do it because of the cover of the door. And he's not gonna be able to land a blow. So what we have left is the fishmen, who are going to run. What's up? You look
So
like you
the
have
glaive
words.
guy?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt. There's a lot of. I know you're doing
A
that.
lot of skeletons do a lot
I know
of
you're doing
things,
math
and
right
they're all
now.
different.
And they're not skeletons.
And they're not skeletons.
This is a bit ballsy, but since we're talking so much about it being very hard to hit me, this is Vaderlander just gave this to me. This is Distract Foe. I'm gonna play this on the glaive guy when he attacks Trey. That foe is fascinated with me, and it can't end this condition until it takes a hostile action against me or the combat ends.
Okay.
And I don't think he can reach me right
So
now.
it gets that one big hit, and then what do you do? What's happening?
Rainbows.
I say, hold on 1 second. Hey! Over here! I can do it too.
It looks your direction and immediately starts trying to like shamble and push up through his buddy here to get to you. Good job playing the objective, Marius from Mancha. Here's a hero point.
We're proud of you, Marius.
The fish squad is gonna see this big war going on here, and Trey, you're gonna see them rush out of view as they move up to the southern end of the building. And the first one gets to the corner, and I mean they can see arrows just flying. So he gets up to the corner and peeks his head around, and Marius, you just see this green face peek at you, and just immediately pull back, and you hear him on the corner. Something to the rest of the guys, and they're all stacked up back there, doing you can't see them anymore, and you don't know what.
You guys see fish, guys?
Easy.
Okay. Do I hear some cute webbed foot pitter patter? You know, a grouping of ducks is called a splatter. And geese love to attack. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. Mine's a scatter. And that's
These
courage.
are your best limericks you've had for the whole campaign. I want you to know that today is your magnum opus.
I'm just sitting in a corner, just like
What about
not
the
even paying
frog
attention.
song?
I was just like writing.
Just furiously making.
Does that work? Just scratching things out. And then I'm gonna hit this one right in the middle with. Is there a slashing object I can find?
Sure. There's
A dagger.
about a dozen longswords just scattered across the
Gonna
ground.
spin that whole mess of debris and slash them. See what happens. 12 plus 12.
Who are you throwing a set?
The one I could. Can I hit both of them, or can I hit? Who can I? Can I hit all of them? Any of them?
You're
Target-wise.
against the side of the door. You can look through the door. I'd let you target anybody. Any the soldiers.
The one. You attack the one with the glaive, right?
All three
The one with the glaives.
of them would be easy to finish. The weakling in the front has not been hit.
I get the weakling.
All right.
Let's get him.
So I mean that's definitely gonna hit.
Yeah. 12 plus 12, 24. But okay. Let's get
I don't think as a university survives this.
4, 5, 12 plus
Yeah, he's got it.
2 and plus 4.
Thus ends the remains of that squad. Cammy. Wow. Wow.
Ah, there's another one out there.
Oh yeah, they're
Wow. You hear it coming from the northwest section of the ramparts,
far away.
near where you had first climbed up.
This door is a little bit blockety, so I'm not going anywhere right now. What am going to do is I'm going to use my sanctuary because I want to hit.
Cammy's getting antsy.
Everyone's having hard.
I want to get him.
The same guy who has to hit me. I'm going to cast Needle of Vengeance between myself and him.
Needle of Vengeance have the mental tag.
Oh, it does.
He is immune. You
Okay.
cast it out, and there's mostly. Okay, I gave it to you because it's a hero point card, but they are pretty much mindless.
Okay. Well, I'll needle a darts him anyways.
Like, okay, well,
Well, fine then.
screw you.
Okay. That's gonna be. No, thank you. No, I don't think so. That's from. Hold on, let me check my records.
My records.
I've got. It's from. Hypervolt. Thank you.
Frantically flipping.
You absolutely
Never
would
mind,
have. You
I got-
absolutely would have hit on a fourth.
Whatever.
The glaive guy? You don't know about glaive guy yet.
It's too late. I've rolled a 1 and I do have a bane.
Oh,
Yeah.
you pull up this
You break your
magic, and what's your
sanctuary and
bane
then
say? Tell me what happens.
Now
All
I
we need to
see-
get all the banes and blesses out is like a 7-round encounter with 200 enemies.
Now I see you. Your target becomes invisible until the end of its next turn, or it uses a hostile action.
So he's
Fascinated with you.
go to swell all of
coming.
this up, and you all see she kind of twitches for a second, and the chameleon sort of stumbles a little bit, and you see a spurt of colors just shoot out across the floor in front of her. just like someone had dumped a little splatter of pastel paints. And then that glaive-wielding skeleton vanishes from sight, shimmering with a rainbow for a second before disappearing almost
Vanished him.
entirely.
Sweet.
I didn't know I could do that.
Send him back to where he came from.
Oh my gosh.
MD.
Because 2 spells that didn't work on him.
Great
He's
turn.
invisible, but he still has to find
Great turn.
And now you're not protected. You are in danger
Yep.
with an invisible enemy who
Call
wants
it
to kill
battle.
only
Battle
you.
calls me.
me. This was worth it.
Protect the gnome from Manshaw. Protect.
I think that's timely. Thank you.
Trey, do you have that door?
I got it.
Cool. I'm gonna pick up my pick. And you're gonna hear MD as his tattoo, as his scars start to light up one step at a time. I'm gonna use warp step. Use all that movement to go out. As I'm passing Marius, get the other ooze, and I'm gonna go halfway up the stairs on the other side. I just run around, high five these fish people. I pass by Marius. I have 80 feet of movement.
You shoot past these fish. As you see, the one nearest the edge is like peeking just barely. He's taking an action to take cover. So like he's got cover right now. And the other 3 are just kind of watching him holding their tridents, waiting for something. And all 3 of them just watch you like in slow motion just as MD just runs by.
80
And
feet
you
of
get
movement.
halfway up this little stairwell and look up to the top of the stairs and you see another figure. There is
Come
a
on.
big fish
Oh yes.
just
There's always a bigger
standing
fish.
there. No weapon or anything. The door at the top of the stairs is open. And this big, humongous fish man, who looks like he's so jacked he's almost swole, is just looking down at you.
Swole.
With like it doesn't say anything, just almost like a blank expression. Just
Big bass.
Stop there and just start over the wrong. Hey Trey, I need you out here. Second thought.
Fine.
Big fish.
Real big fish.
Real big fish.
What are these guys on about?
It's raining.
That's my whole turn.
That's your whole turn.
That's my whole turn. Got my pick. Got my move.
Mario.
All right, I'm gonna start running up the opposite side along the outside wall.
We're gonna go to the back of the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I got.
You
Yeah.
can get like to the top center of it with a single move action. From there, you could definitely see that ooze.
Okay.
We're using a short bow or long bow? You have a short
It's
bow,
a
right?
short bow.
What's the range on it?
60.
Oh, you can reach him.
Okay.
It's not that short. I wasn't sure how short it was.
Yeah, it was.
It's a pretty short bow.
It
but-
looks like I'm pretty close to the range increment from what I
Yeah, I would
saw.
say you're like just on it.
Okay. Okay, so hunt prey on the other ooze. So let's give him 2 shots. 13 plus 15, 23.
This is it.
11.
It's an ooze, you hit
yeah,
it.
13 or 23.
You hit it.
Again? Yeah. No, that's not right. I don't know.
Is it higher than 13?
Yeah.
You hit it.
Okay.
The rolling is really don't roll. He's not kidding. It's don't roll a 1.
9. Do I still have the? No. Okay. So 10. And do I get Inspire Courage?
You get Inspire Courage.
Yeah.
You don't get Stone.
11.
So 11 and
7, 8, 9. So 9. So 20 total.
20 total. Trey.
So I don't know what happened to the other one. Cammy said it's gone.
I banished it.
So I heard big fish. I'm going to strike the remaining skeletal knight
Okay.
as I'm running out and around to go deal with big fish. So mechanically attacking and then moving, but like coming out, thrusting, and then just leaving.
Give
So
me a sword.
regardless of if this kills him or not,
And this
I'm
guy, he's barely hurt. This one looks pretty. The shield
So-
ate most of it.
17, 25.
25 will hit. Doesn't have a shield no more.
9, 13, 14, 15.
Okay. I mean, he still looks like he's all right. He could take another one of those. Because like you keep getting big crits, but the shield boys do not have negligible amounts of health. You
Yeah.
just keep hitting them extremely hard.
guys can deal with one more. And I'll just leave.
Okay.
Moving out and around the corner to the base of the stairs.
Getting up.
There's only one
It's
left.
difficult terrain from the
One thing.
pile of corpses that you have made.
Yeah.
So getting into the corner behind MD is one full 25-foot stride.
Intimidating glare the big fish. He's
Okay.
staring dumb. I'm going to look up at him like I'm about to kill him.
You've been practicing this.
24.
In the mirror.
That was a hit. you can
Is he-
you
is
can
he
see
mindless?
the
A little
impact.
bit.
All right. He is now taking mental damage.
He's very scared.
Yeah.
You look at him, he literally does like the... And he just turns and walks in through the doorway. he just walks into the building. He
That's the boss.
He takes
that was
4
on the-
damage.
on
doesn't
the
really
floor.
seem to respond
I don't get paid enough for this.
Everything's
a
he's all
lot.
And,
There. I dealt with the big fish.
Good
I'm
job.
3 days from retirement.
That said, there are still a lot of little fish.
Yeah, but I dealt with the big fish.
And the little fish are gonna all together and turn and rush around the other way, all excited tridents overhead. Just sort of rushing into the battle here, filling up the space kind of around the stairs.
Well, there might be more
The
space
one
than they think.
moving up to MD,
Yep.
the only one that gets close enough to provoke an attack of opportunities, he rushes in.
That was a 36 hit.
Yes.
his funny joke.
That's a funny joke he got there. 36 will crit, yes.
I got an 18. No crit, right?
36 absolutely
Yeah.
crits, yes.
Then he will be frightened and enfeebled for 1 round. If he survives. All right, 5, 6, 10, 12, 24, frightened 1, enfeebled 1.
24, all
As
right.
They run up, and this first one just eats
First
a
one
spear.
just absolutely gets plowed, but it just rips through his little fish flesh. This thing, it absolutely bleeds and stumbles, and you see a little bit of fear, but he regrips his trident and waddles in. He's going for it. He's not giving up. And he is going to swing back at you. He's going to get 2 of them. First one's going to be a 31 to hit. Second
a
one's
hit.
absolutely not hitting. He's going to hit you for 10 points of piercing damage with his trident. 2 of them are going to move up onto the stairs and just start thrusting their tridents down towards MD. You're kind of pinned in there, and they're taking the opportunity to get a couple of swipes on you. First one is going to literally roll the same. I just rolled both their attacks. I rolled the same 2 numbers. 31, and then definitely not. So you will also take a normal hit. You will take 6 points of piercing damage, and then the second one that can reach you is going to roll a 21, which is going to miss, and then a 26, which is going to have the second attack.
Yes.
For 10 points of piercing damage.
I'm a
That's
pincushion.
unnecessary.
Now, the one in the back can't reach you guys, so he's just kind of looking around.
He's the
And
bard.
He's gonna make an intimidate check.
That's courage.
First
Against-
against you, and then second against you. That's courage. Is that what
Courage.
Can't be intimidated.
6.
Well,
Are you scared?
even if he succeeded, I can't be frightened.
MD? 5. I rolled a natural 1. You don't even know what he is saying.
I just go blah blah blah
He
back
just
at
seems
him.
upset. Easy.
Okay. So all this fight really works up an appetite. I could eat a big fish.
While he's doing his limerick, Cammy, you see a glaive just sort of materialize from the ether as these skeletons pour into the door. Well, one skeleton comes into the doorway and takes a big thrust towards you.
hold on, please.
The one with the ruined shield is just going to kind of brainlessly follow after Trey. Still just swiping as he comes.
That sounds delish. Can't wait to have a bite.
Whose is this? I'm
That's
gonna try and
courage.
disappear. This is Mancha. That was a 4.
Mancha!
Mancha. Did I say it bad?
No, I like it. I dig it. It's Mancha now. Sorry, your name's been changed.
It's Mancha.
Mancha. Wait, that's so close to what I said.
Not close enough.
It's Mancha now.
Mention it.
Don't mancha it.
So close.
Are you not disappearing?
It's a 15. I need a 16.
I'm a villain point this, honestly.
Hey.
You got this upon yourself. I got one. I'm going to use
You were
it.
safe in your bubble.
Hey, you shouldn't have told me that you got rid of it.
Hey, I believe what I've done.
It's a 24 to hit. You're flat-footed because he's invisible when he makes the strike, so you're at a -2.
Okay, just a hit.
Just a hit. All right, just a hit's all we're
Not
looking for.
that weak.
Well, you don't gotta ask. You know, sometimes you make me wonder. You are going to take 8 points of slashing damage. And then he is going to bring the glaive up and just swing it down again. Just a big
Okay.
overhead chop,
Okay.
which is going to be a 20 even.
20 even?
Yes, dirty 20.
Doesn't hit me.
She dodged an
At
attack?
21 because I'm wearing Reese's stuff.
Thanks, Reese!
Thanks, Reese.
What a good friend.
Yeah, Easy's X.
The
It's
last
complicated.
of the
Let's make it
commanders
not.
stumbling
Let's make
after
it easier.
Trey takes a swipe of a natural 1 and definitely not would have made it if it was the first swing, but not on the second. Rolled a 1.
Should have just rolled better.
All right, and Easy's the courage came out. It's like, I have a lot of dudes. There's a lot of dudes in here.
At the end, I just like, and then I just like the slashing debris cuts at him. I'm gonna try to do that. Okay. Well, that is not good. So I'm going to use
a lot of
point
hero points.
from Mason Leahy. Thank you.
Mason? Mason? Wants to keep his mate alive.
Leahy.
He's
Okay.
healing even when he's not here.
Now it's 11 plus 13.
This is at
the one that just attacked Cammy.
Glaive Guy, okay.
Yeah. So 11 plus 13 is 24.
24 will hit.
Okay.
And a hero point from Mancha. Easy. So that nobody
Yeah.
feels left out. Except Dirk.
Aw.
Except Dirk.
I was going to say, I don't have anything right now.
That's last stand. Whoa, play when you okay. I will hold the line or die trying. That sounds exactly like me. Can I get a D?
Yes, just keep it. That's for you.
4, 4, 1, 5, 9, 9 plus.
Can you tell me a phone number?
1 is 10, 10, 14 damage.
14 damage. All right, 14 points of slashing damage.
3, 8, 7, 6,
That hits.
5.
That he hasn't taken.
309.
He's taken basically nothing so
Wait,
far.
the
so
glaive guy?
that's- Glaive guy.
I crit him.
Oh, you barely didn't. No, he does go down. You're right. I have the.
Yeah.
I have
It's
so
the
many-
commander that I only
so
got.
many
Yeah.
bars on my paper.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
right. Glaive guy does go down to that, and
Okay.
leaving just the last of the
Oh, Glaive Guy's gone.
guards that you can see is the soldier following Trey.
Yeah, this one shield blocked and then took a normal hit. So
You're safe.
Wow.
Hey.
Continue to experience 0
You
consequences.
see another figure hurry and rush out from the open door in the southern building. Another fish. He's got a
Okay.
trident in one hand. And as he kind of looks out after
Was he
you,
getting
look-
changed.
What?
He's like, listen, so like all his friends came out.
He just comes out.
He was late.
T poses.
So he just sort of come out, look around, confused for a moment, sees all the fish fighting the group of you there, sees whatever is happening in the doorway. He's got a blue little like headband tied right up under this fin he has that just kind of
It's a
seems like it
karate.
barely fits on his wet little forehead. Wow. And his hand
Oh, no.
crackles
That's
with
cheating.
energy
That's cheating.
as he goes to cast something.
We're the only
Fireball.
ones who are allowed to do that.
Something we will find out when we come back from our break.
Oh my gosh.
Because
Yeah, it's been a minute.
is a battle.
We're speedrunning a dungeon.
When we
siege,
decide
not
to
a
come
right
in and
sprint.
fight an entire fortress.
This
by
is
ourselves.
exactly what I
We're
wanted.
doing fine.
It's going fairly well so far.
I
about half
dumpster at
health.
least 2
You're
around.
I got you.
It does only
Yeah.
appear to be ramping up, though, as more and more forces
Survive.
respond to the call. We're going to take our midstream break. It's going to be about 10 minutes, everyone. You're good to stand up, stretch your legs, grab some snacks. Hermagistus says derp, too. Pass this hero point down there before we go. Thank
What do I
y'all
get?
for being here.
What do I get?
I should let you know if it's easier. We got our podcast
Push
up
through
now.
the
You
pain. I'm fine, but that one took a lot out of me.
You can find the UGT show wherever you'd find podcasts normally. And in addition to all this crazy stuff here, we got a bunch of extra content over on our Patreon these days. There's a link down below there. We just got one $5 tier that gets you all the post-show stuff for every one of our shows. If you want extra content with us being a bunch of goobers, that's there. Don't go too far, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We are in the middle of a very pitched battle against everything.
You know what's funny? Well, my good friend Kevin over there said he wanted to keep 10 gold to buy firebombs.
You know what would have been really crazy?
You know what you never bought?
Gosh.
Yeah.
You instead tried to bribe
You guys
the
wish you had a
guards.
little bit of AoE, don't you?
Kevin, as a player, has a terrible history with grenades and bombs.
Yeah, I'll get back.
That's
into
true.
it.
It's a multi-campaign issue that you have. It's not Strange Aeons specific. But
I invested with Bang Bang. Bang Bang's gonna make bombs.
before
Bang Bang's
we
gonna make bombs.
dive back in, let's catch up with everyone really quick. Go around the table, briefly reintroduce yourself, where you're at in this fight. Get us back in the scene. We never start on this side. We start here.
All right. I'm Marius Greyfall, the ghoul ranger dwarf guy. I'm at the outside wall of this. I'm gonna try to give the big bad slimy guy some more arrows inside him.
You're about as removed from the actual fight as you can be right now.
Where'd you get over there?
I am MD, our rogue, who is currently in the middle of a bunch of tridents. I'm a pincushion.
You are getting a little stabbed.
I am Trey Huglum, Hobgoblin fighter. Currently sounds a lot like the Punisher, like grunting and yelling and charging in with the spear. I have killed like 12 or 13 skeletons already, and now I've got fish to put on a skewer.
I'm Cammy, an itty bitty gnomish witch who fears nothing and is gonna kill that caster.
Easy. It's just a normal human bard. It's been nice staying warm in this house, but I kind of want to meet those fish, so I might go outside and see.
Everyone's fascinated about the fish.
Before I get here, easy on Nicarus as a hero point's
Ooh.
coming out for you. A new challenger has approached, coming out from the same room as these strange humanoid fish folk that rushed forth with their tridents. Is another one who surveyed the battle quickly, confused and kind of angry, before just keeping his trident held, focused up, said an incantation, and raised up his hand. And you see a dark energy whirl up his arm and just flash out. It doesn't come out towards you or anything. It's like a bunch of shadowy, almost ink-like tendrils that just ride out of his hands. And all of you except Marius see these tendrils wrap around the litany of corpses that have been left in the ground from the fight.
No.
As near all of them start to writhe and flail and strike. I need the 4 of you to make me reflex saves.
Am I about to take damage?
Yes.
I have my reaction back. 'Cause it's my turn? No, I
I-
don't?
It's not your turn yet. It's in
Oh,
between
never
these
mind
two.
then. I'll just do this.
I'm going to re-roll this from Ermegistus, because that's a
Okey
3
dokey.
on the die, and I'm not great at reflex saves.
You wouldn't get bulwark on this because it's not a burst. It's like a bunch of individual little things.
Either way, that was a 3 on the
swinging at
die.
you. But yeah, how you rolling?
That went up by 10 to a 23 total.
Solid. What'd you get?
28.
28 will succeed. 23 will still fail.
25?
25 will succeed.
I'm gonna thank you, Nicarus. I'm
The
gonna
frightened
re-roll it.
thank you.
Okay, 16 plus. It's reflex.
Reflex.
Plus 14, 30.
30 will regular succeed.
Okay.
Is this effect reliant on adjacent bodies?
It's just all of these corpses are just flailing.
Okay.
Flailing and slashing, and those that are still have their hands locked around weapons that are nearby are just writhing in every direction. It's just an explosion of attacks. It's not. Oh, it's not terribly effective. It is 6 damage, 3 if you succeeded, but it is still ongoing. This is not a
In
one
an
burst
area?
in a pretty big area. That's like the whole left half of the building to outside the building. You can even see on the stones of the ramparts west of the door, which are free of bodies, skeletal hands just reaching up from the stones and slashing and writhing around, surrounded by these same kind of inky tendrils. Like I said, this fish man's hand is still up, still contorting. These tendrils are still moving, and this is an ongoing thing. Notably, it's big enough that this nearest little fish man on the south end, right in front of MD, also in it, actually. He's gonna get... Matt's really hard for me right now. He's gonna get a regular success. He's gonna take 3 as well.
Does Mr. Bones get it too?
The skeleton that's
Mr.
still
Bones
alive.
gets a 2.
Mr.
Definitely in
Bones!
slapping range.
Get slapped, nerd.
It's just slapping. Mr. Bones goes down. It's just ripped Mr. Bones.
One more body to the pile.
Yeah, he falls over, and he too just
worth
starts
it.
writhing with the shattered remnants of his shield and this blade. Cammy.
Okay.
Friendly fire, man.
So, okay, there's still bodies. I can still pass through.
I mean, yeah, you can move through them. They're still like writhing and flailing.
Okay, they're not like.
They're not
like,
preventing.
they're not
They're
up.
not really.
They're
no,
not-
they're not preventing you from moving. They're not standing up. They're just like limbs are lashing out almost at random. It's a little
Okay.
dangerous here.
Cammy's going to march out of this room, rolling up her sleeves, immediately clock this caster over there, and just spread her arms out in front of her. And you're going to see a myriad of visions. I need this guy to make a will save.
Will save. So many step blocks. Trying to find room for all of them on my desk.
Will he do it?
Also, worth mentioning, I'm not using it right now, but just before I forget,
Okay.
I got a villain point, Rise the Break started from Bar Save the Whales. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked. And I just got another one from Manshot. Did I say nobody feels left out? I meant nobody feels left out. So
Good job,
I've got
Manshot.
2. I'm not using one right now, though, because that's a 27.
Okay.
Casters and will saves usually go together pretty well.
Well, okay. He is going to be overwhelmed with.
This is a fun one.
He sees a vision. He's sitting in his own little fish bed. His loved ones are beside him. As it's not that bad of a death, I guess, because he did succeed. But something's gonna happen. This is impending doom.
This got cast on you
Yes,
by
it
the
did.
Tatterman.
Yes, it did.
That's where
So
she
I
learned it.
learned.
You learned from this from the Tatterman. That's
So-
probably fine.
The first round, he is unaffected. But
Okay.
come see me later.
See me after class.
Yep.
All right, MD.
Oh, for once in my life, I don't have the twin feint. It's just gonna be a regular pick strike, brute strength overhead. Pick meat skull, please. Why am I rolling this die?
No, that's a 1.
It's a 1.
You're like your 8th
Yeah.
one.
This
Stop
guy don't like me
it.
no more.
Then roll the other one.
I'm going. This one don't. None of them like me.
The one that rolled multiple ones before.
Miss. I'm gonna just flip it around in my grip and just bring it right back up. All brute strength. That's cocked. That's a 10 on the die. For a 20 total, but he is flat-footed
Flat-footed.
from him.
We'll hit.
Cool. I need
Gang up, doing good work here. Gang up with your reach, buddies. Great.
Oh, I need 2d6, please, my friend. Sneak attack. 6, 10, 16, 20, 25.
Ooh. 25 will cut the first one down.
Or I guess it goes.
And
As he
then
just kind of plops on the ramparts, a wet and bloody mess in this rain.
this other one that's adjacent to me, like at the bottom of the stairs. Is he within Trey's reach as well?
Both the
There-
ones on the stairs are. Because
I'm-
that first landing of the stairs is only like waist height. It's only a couple stairs up.
Third action, I'm just gonna, use the War Razor. Why not? I can roll a 4.
Probably
That is one of the
before.
multiple possibilities.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did too.
Then Marius. I think we know what Marius
Yeah.
is going for here.
I'm not using it yet, but I did forget to read the hero point from Anshaw. It's a Spark of Courage. You don't scare me. Thank you for that.
I'm not afraid.
So yeah, it's shots time. Lots of shots. Hunted shot. That's an 18 for.
Hits.
Wait,
Yeah.
It's a slime.
can I crit?
No.
No. Okay.
You can't crit the
Oh
slime.
yeah, that's right. 5.
That hits.
17.
Hits.
You hit.
It's 13. DC,
All right,
AC
get
13.
some damage on that. 8, 9. Is there Inspire Courage?
Yes.
Hasn't
All
got
right,
a
10.
You're doing very even increments of 10 damage.
That's just 4, 5, so 15 total.
Okie dokie.
Let's go again.
35 on the do so far.
That's a 7. 17.
Hits. You just get to do the ultimate flurry ranger. Just sit there and
10.
spam as many arrows as
Yeah,
possible.
it's another 10.
Ooh, okay.
And then
Might
one.
get him with this last one.
One more.
Is it a 1?
No, it's
You hit.
13 total.
Hits.
Okay.
Yep.
You hit him on
Alright.
a 2 on your
Yep.
third
Really,
attack.
it's really for you, flurry ranger.
11.
Don't roll. That does it. He had 6 left on the last one. That last flurry of arrows, and again, this distorted sound like he is just hitting the guy playing the tuba repeatedly, and as this thing deflates in this last puddle.
The
sinks.
PTSD of the multiple slimes that have attacked me before has really brought out the anger.
And as this one sinks down, you do see through the arrow slits in this tower right next to it, where the first packet emerged from, more figures moving by up the stairs towards the top of that tower.
Oh my
Trey.
goodness.
That's the one behind, or
The
like in
ones to
front
the
of me?
northwest.
Okay.
What are the rules for jumping with no...
You leap. It is a fixed amount of distance. It's like 12 feet. It's not far.
Because I want to jump across this gap and get over to that caster.
No, jumping, you can absolutely jump just kitty corner 1 square for sure. Like onto the, across this 10-foot
10-foot gap.
I don't think you can clear it out that running start. You need to back up and get a little run. So it'd be the 1 action move back and then 2 actions to running jump. It's almost inconceivable you'd miss it. You'd need a 15 on your athletics check, but you would need a running start for that.
I can't fail that.
So then, yeah, you just need to use the actions.
I think it's time to go say hi to the caster.
Fair enough.
So I will take a step back, get a 10-foot running start, and then jump over to land in front of him.
And you clear this and put yourself right there.
Can I land in, like, directly in front of him?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
If that's what, I figured you'd want your little spear range. If you
Oh, no,
want to be right
he's a
up in his
caster.
business,
I wanna be right
right
there.
up in his business. You jump across to this guy. He's got his little trident. He just kind of looks at you. He focuses on this for a second. It's just to concentrate. Unless you have any of the feats that doesn't for concentrate to sustain
I don't have that.
this. I need another reflex save from the 3 of you that are still in the area.
Mainly, I wanted to get out of that.
Now I have my reaction. I got this.
Well. I think you're fishing for
You get it? Fishing.
something that ain't there.
I think I am.
Fish.
Fishing. You get it because they're fighting
Gone.
gone.
Because it's the thing that they are.
Yeah.
It's a
I'll
joke.
just roll the save. I just do it.
I got a 15.
15
I rolled a
does
2 on the
not
die.
critically fail.
Oh, 2 on the die.
Regular fail.
I'm out of it.
26.
Regular success, take half.
15 plus 14.
Regular success, you'll take half.
Okay.
Damage is 10 this time, so
Only
10
5.
to MD, 5 to Cammy and Easy, and he's still channeling this. It's still happening. As that goes, and he sees you in front of him, he tries to look past you as he sees MD cut down this first of the fishmen, and points out with his trident. He's casting a spell.
He's gonna eat some spear. As soon as I see that he goes to do that, I just drop the spear, choke up on it, and just punch out with it.
That's the spirit.
24.
24 will hit.
Get it? It's a joke. The pun. Because he's using the spear.
3, 7, 9 damage.
9 damage.
A 1 and a 2 on the die.
And you hit him and he stumbles a bit, but he focuses and pushes his trident forward again. He's not thrusting at you, he's pointing at the fish that just fell down. And as he does, his trident starts to vibrate. His one hand still holding this tendril-like energy. And you feel your spear snap to your side, like it's stuck to your armor. You can force it off, but it's like a magnet as they're stuck there. And you turn and look at where he's pointing, and you see the trident that was dropped by the first fish, whoop, and just shoot across, magnetically pulled, supercharged straight at you.
Just an attack roll?
Just an attack roll.
That's a telekinetic projectile.
It could be magnetism.
It's
Who
a
knows?
31 to hit.
Just a hit.
Just a regular hit.
There's a spell called magnetism.
It's your personality.
Okay.
You've already got it. The way that you got such a way with the ladies over here.
The lady.
The lady. The lady.
It's going to be 19 points of piercing damage as that trident shoots across the battlements after you and slams into your breastplate. The fish who couldn't reach MD, the battle cry is going to surge up into the space left by his surge up into the space left by his fallen friend, and then turn around and see Trey behind him, and he is going to cautiously step and step. He can learn. He's not mindless. He's seen what's happening to everybody here. He's gonna work his way up in there carefully with his little trident.
Because as soon as he does, I'm turning around and like watching it.
Yeah, and he's like,
I did already use my reaction, but he's ready. He doesn't.
he's scared,
yeah.
man. He doesn't know that. He's not that smart. He's going to get a 23.
Miss.
He's flat-footed. He's flanking with the boss. I don't know if you don't have a thing that ignores that, do you?
Exact. I'm not a rogue or a barbarian.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you had
I forgot about the flanking.
a way to get that. Smart guys doing smart guy stuff. You are going to take 11 points of piercing damage.
Alrighty. Oh, Caster took his turn. Thing happens. What happened at the end of his turn? It was turn 2.
Oh.
I think it was when it
It's on my
gets
It's
back
for
to her.
rounds.
Okay.
Yes. But
then
don't,
we-
Said
don't
11.
you worry.
11
I got
points
you.
of piercing damage from him as well. And then we got 2 fish boys left on the stairs that are just using their position to just keep stabbing down and harrying MD, trying to hold back / skewer him. First one that's up right next to you. First swing's a natural 1. Second swing is a 19.
See you next turn.
That guy's not doing great. That guy's a little shaken by how easily you kind of blew through them and watching Trey. He's distracted watching Trey just sail across this gap like a majestic eagle.
You see me just take a couple steps back, just jump scared the caster.
Second guy, not faring much better, honestly. Nope. I think all those rolls together don't add up to 20.
Oh my god.
So, 2 big old piles of whiffs for the fish. Easy.
Okay, well, I'm gonna. It just seems like a lot of fun's outside, so I'm gonna go outside, like right by the railing, and then I'm gonna be like, I'm look at the caster and be like, all right, no more hiding. It's time for fish to be dying. We're eating good tonight. Fish feast in sight. I'm ready for fine dining. That's courage.
You're always so unsure.
We're all unsure.
I
Yeah.
think that's
I think
courage.
that's courage. And then I'm going to, with one action, I'm going to look at the caster. I'm going to be like, all right, no more. Don't flee. I'm going to cook you a ghee. That's a bon mot.
It's happening.
That'd be a diplomacy check.
Okay.
Bomb this man's mo.
All right. I do have versatile performance, and it was a rhyme. Could it count as performance?
Sure.
Sure. Okay, so 16
It's
plus,
funny. I don't see why not.
plus 14 is 20.
That's 30.
Plus,
30 is a regular success.
wait, 30.
So he gets his will DC, right?
Yeah. So it's regular success. So
30 is a regular success.
But a Bonmo succeeded. is
But
what
a
you're telling
Bonmo
me.
is no. They usually do. It's just
Right,
just
you got your heart out right now.
And he just kind of looks at you,
I've never seen that.
back and forth between you and Trey.
He
You
knew what
said
you
it.
said.
Yeah. Big understood it.
The alarm has stopped as the users have fallen. But
But we killed everyone.
in a woe from Link 1429,
More spooky, scary skeletons.
one last pack of 3 guards appears at the top of the northwestern tower. The one you'd climbed up next to, the one the first pack had come out of, the one the ooze was right next to on the north side. You see them all just barely through the crenellations at the edges of the ramparts, cresting the stairs and going out of sight. You hear a big amount of commotion. You hear wooden rumbling. And you see the front of a massive ballista
Okay.
roll up, pushed by 3 of
Should've
them
got one of those.
to the edge of the ramparts, and then chunk as it aims down towards the group of you. As they ratchet it back and load it with an enormous siege spear.
Okay.
Firing down, and this is a big enough thing. It's not just like a single impact, it is like a blasting hit. I'll need a reflex save from Easy and Cammy as they just shoot it down towards the doorway of this building, and it shatters into the stone in a spray of rubble.
Should stay inside.
18.
18.
Uh-huh.
Regular fail.
19 plus 14 is 23. No,
33.
33.
Regular success.
Okay.
So you're gonna take half. This spear's more directly. Cammy's in the doorway. It kind of funnels all of the rubble and scree. Fortunately, neither of you taking a direct hit from this bolt here. It's going to be 25 points of bludgeoning damage and 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's a problem.
Just from the sheer blast. And as this thing whip, and you all, it's impossible not to hear this thing slam into the ramparts and shatter against the stone. You hear if they start winding it up again. Cammy.
My turn is different now.
You can see there are 3 soldiers up near the ramparts manning this ballista.
Are they on top of the
my
tower or on the?
They're on the top of the tower.
Breaking their own castle.
First things first. A round is over, and this is great news because the caster is now flat-footed on the second round. And this this vision of him dying at his bedside, all of his loved ones, he sees all of these little fish people pull out knives.
He's about to get Caesared.
It's like we're gonna redefine a Caesar salad here to be a seafood dish. Okay.
So that happens. For the rest of my turn, there was a lot of stuff that I was gonna do. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to needle darts one of those guys, and then I'm gonna book it.
What's the range on needle darts?
60 feet.
They're like 90 feet away
Never
because
mind. Not that.
they're like 40 feet to the tower and then like 30 feet up.
That's okay.
So it's probably it's 60
I'll
feet.
still run.
You said
Let's
60
make-
feet?
It is 60 feet.
Okay, I don't want to do trigonometry. I'll give you 50-50 on that's in range. Give me a
Oh,
flat
really?
check. Because it's like, yeah, it's like 40 and 30. I don't feel like doing math.
17.
It's in range.
Nice. Okay. I'm going to make a little attack on. I'll do the. I guess is it possible at all to tell who might be like pulling the trigger? Because I'll go.
It looks
for
like
that
it's
guy.
kind of an
and-
effort of the 3 of them to man the ballista.
Okay.
One of them is up at the edge. It's just kind of like watching. One of them's ratcheting. One of them's loading ammo. Like they're all just kind of working together.
All right. I'm gonna go for the one in the middle. Yep, the one in the middle. Here I go. Okay.
They definitely have cover. That's like the point of a tower.
Yeah. Okay. It's a dirty 20.
30-20 does not hit. It will.
Okay.
Your darts will shatter across the crenellations and defensive position of the ramparts.
You see, Kimmy just whip her head and just look at them, and then these needles fly, and they go off of the tower, and then she goes, okay, and then she runs. I'm running. I'm going straight through that room. I would like to go through the other door. I would like to go cut straight through. I'm out.
Use your last 2 actions just going over
Needle
there.
darts. Yeah.
That
Needle
sounds
darts is
good to
2
me.
X. Yeah. I'm gone.
Okie dokie. MD.
My turn was gonna be so much more useful than that.
All right.
Yeah. Oh no.
So I'll handle the tower. You hear MD once again shout out, "Krach!" I get plus 10 status bonus to my foot movement. I have 40 feet of movement. I'm moving 3 times, so 120 feet of movement. Put me as far up as I can go.
125 feet. I would say you can get to the door of the tower, in there, quickly assess the situation, see the spiraling staircase that leads up there, and get to the top. It's a lot of stairs. And you will arrive at the top of the tower
In 6 seconds.
Ballista crew just boom, like a bolt, and then suddenly he's up there. And the crew just getting everything loaded. I'll just kind of turn and look at him. And reach for their glaives. There's 3 glaive troops up here.
This is fine.
Got alerted for a ballistic. Runs a half a mile. Like
Marius.
I've got a couple questions. What does long jump and high jump do?
It's 2 actions. You need a 10-foot run, and for a long jump, you can jump as far as you can roll on an athletics check up to your speed. For a high jump, just don't ever do it if you don't have feats that make it do stuff. It's not very high.
Best you can get is
3
like
feet.
enough to grab a 10-foot ledge.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 feet vertical is what you can get without feats. They went realistic on the high jump. You really can't
Unless you're a monk.
Really, unless you have like feats or something that work with it, it's not very high.
then you get like Jar Jar Legolas.
It really isn't for stuff like going
powers.
up the American
High vert.
Ninja Warrior
Yeah.
wall is the kind of stuff you can do with high jump.
All right. But I can see the 3 guys at the top of the tower from where I am.
Yes, they also have got cover there, and I mean this is the bespoke purpose of tower defenses is to protect them from people below them shooting at them.
Yeah.
My plan is hilarious.
And the an activity takes the entire 3 actions.
Activity, what is it?
A hunter's aim.
Activity is as many actions as it says it is. Activity just means it's more than 1. Hunter's aim's 2. It ignores cover. I know what you're going for.
Okay.
2 actions, ignore cover.
All right.
This is your moment.
Then I guess I'll hunt prey on one of the 3 guys up there,
Fair enough.
and then I'll try to run the hunter's aim there.
All right, so
I
you
do
will.
have a 60 range increment as well.
So if it's in range of her, it's in range of you.
Okay.
We rolled the 50-50. I'm not mathing. They're exactly at 60 feet.
Okay. So
I didn't come here to do trigonometry.
Simplicity.
that's a 1 shot then. Against,
1 big shot that ignores the tower cover.
Come on.
17 plus 15 plus a 2 circumstance bonus. So
Oh my god.
That's a crit.
34.
Yeah.
And it ignores the cover. Absolutely crits.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely perfect shot.
Woo!
Good playing.
So that's 7,
8.
8, 9, 8. So I might have to pull up the
17.
calculator. 17, 18, 19, and then deadly D10.
And it rolls a d10. Yep.
Yeah, so 19
19
plus
plus a
D10.
d10.
Another 9.
27.
28.
28.
You get 28.
28 points of damage will absolutely drop one of them. Just a
Woo!
perfect
I'm helping.
shot. Straight up.
Oh my
straight under the
god.
helmet of this dude, all the way on
camera
top of the
focus
tower. And right as MD gets up there, he turns and you see the arrow just shoot up and he just crumbles.
Yeah, big thumbs up.
Marius is carrying all of the story modes.
Marius is
Completing
playing
all
the
the
objective. Trey.
I don't look great.
Yeah, I'd imagine not. Probably.
Yeah, same.
Neither do I.
But you know what does look really great?
Fish.
The caster in front of me looks distracted.
He's flat-footed.
Yelp.
He's flat-footed.
You do be
He's
flat-footed.
flat-footed.
Before I
Go.
take my turn, how difficult would it be to throw one of them over the crenellation? like how big
If
are they
you-
relative to me?
They're 5 feet tall. They're like they're medium. They're
So-
a bit smaller than you. They don't look.
They don't
I
look
mean, they look
beefy.
decently strong. They are like strength guys. Definitely not super fast coordinated. Definitely not impossible for Trey.
Okay. Maybe, but this round I'm taking advantage of the caster not being able to focus fully on me. Just going to. Is there a penalty from that spell he cast for my attacks? Like, does that do anything?
No,
to,
it's
okay.
just super telekinetic projectile.
That's
Yeah.
what I figured. Well, then I'm gonna strike him. That's a 16, so 33 to to his flat-footed.
33 will crit.
He is now frightened and enfeebled. Or clumsy. Yeah.
I don't think that frightened kind of supersedes the clumsy, but he does have those.
And that's 5, 9, 10, 20 damage.
Solid. I'll just put a 2 in front of the 9 from what you did last time.
Yeah.
Good hit.
He
but
looks pretty good
He
still.
looks fairly stout. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not going down quite that easy.
Then I am going to shove him
Go back in the building.
back into the room.
Okay.
Probably not going to succeed on a 18, so 13. Yeah.
13 won't. No, he is a caster, but he is
Yeah.
still a big fish.
But,
And he kinda
not a
digs
critical
in and
fail.
holds it. Not a critical failure, no. Not that strong. One action left.
The one behind me has not been hit yet.
No. None of the fish that are alive have. All 3 of the regular fish are at full health.
Then I'm going to hit the fish again. I'm going to focus on the caster.
You got a job, you're here to do it. You
Yep.
did a heroic leap for this.
So that will be 22 to his flat-footed.
22 will hit his flat-footed, just because of the flat-footed. It will catch him.
7, 11, 13, 14 total.
Ooh, solid, okay.
A much better dice on that one.
Good hit. It's going to come around to the army of fish. And the caster is going to take this hit. Look at you. He's going to keep channeling the spell. It's only hitting easy right now, though, so easy make me a reflex save.
Oh no.
Oh, come on.
19 plus 14, 32, 30, 33.
33 is a regular success. 4 points of damage, extremely low roll on that
It's
one.
adding up. Though.
He's kind of getting off balance here, and then he's gonna pull
Wait,
the trident
4 total?
back. 4 total, yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
so 2. Okay.
Oh, 2, yeah, because you succeeded.
I thought you meant he was
pull-
taking 4. I was like, that sounds perfectly real, but 4 total.
Pull the spear back, and raise it up, and it can't just keep going, trying to focus, trying to live here, and go to cast something as he swirls it around.
That's going to get him poked again.
He's gonna get poked.
Distracted,
lightning.
trying to focus on his words, he's going to take another spear, which I believe will be a crit again. So 36.
36 is a crit. Interrupts the spell.
Yeah!
Trey doing Trey things. Fighter doing fighter things.
And he will take 8, 12, 14, 15,
30.
30, because that's a crit.
I was like, that can't possibly.
No, that was a very good roll.
And that'll hit. He'll hit that, and he'll just. You almost pick him up on the spear for a moment. He almost drops his little trident, coughs blood, and you see him start to shimmer out of existence for a moment, and then solidify back. Whatever he was doing, canceled entirely. Definitely still frightened. The fish man behind him, desperately trying to save him.
Trying to remain relevant.
Just
At this
swinging.
point, I'm like
Same.
collapsing down into the armor, just stabbing as I let the guy behind me do his best.
I have a couple of villain points. I'll use one on that. This
You
doesn't
probably
have
don't
a-
need to.
Doesn't have a terrible. It's got to hit you.
Yeah,
Doesn't have a terrible chance to hit you. It went down.
I'll take it. I will take it.
This is the Trey
20.
show.
It's the Trey episode.
20's not gonna get it even on the flat footed.
Looking for a 23 with flat-footed.
Natural 20 on the third swing.
What's the total?
That's math says 24.
That will crit.
So it will crit you on this last one.
He did it.
Got it.
Will it be enough?
20.
It is not enough.
20 points of piercing damage.
I drop
and
to a knee
he can't do it. We got
and then stand right back up.
2 unoccupied fish here, whose MD has run off. They
Once
don't
again-
want to run into the writhing cloud of flailing badness, so they both too are going to rush down towards Trey, all piling in, desperately trying to save clearly a high priority. Panic
Clearly.
trying to save.
But I'm not flanked by
you are
them.
not. Save whoever this is.
Oh, the fishy
I
face
shouldn't
CMD
survive
run
this
past them
round.
once.
First pair of swings. A natural 20 and a 26.
Okay.
Whoa.
And
So-
they rush in and just. just
The
like,
natural
God.
20 is going to take me down and shatter the Mortalis coin that I'm wearing.
the what?
I am only dying 1.
Ooh, solid.
Okay.
These guys run in. Okay, that's good because the thing I was gonna say. These two were panic defense.
The other one missed.
The 26?
I thought you said it was a crit and then a 22.
No,
Sorry,
20
I,
and
I
26.
misheard
Natural
you.
20 and 26. The crit hits you, the Mortalis coin shatters. You go down only dying 1. The second one still stabs you. They are frantic. Yeah, I was gonna say you're at dying 3. But thanks to your Mortalis coin, you're only at dying 2.
I also have the Die Hard feat for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, solid.
For the next 10 minutes. Oh, because
The coin is for 20 gold. It's a real good coin.
And then with one action left, they're gonna kind of look at each other, and the leader kind of staggered, reeling there, is just gonna wave and point it easy. And
Yeah.
one of them's gonna rush over to the gap between the stairs and the ramparts, just kind of ready, holding the line. The other one's gonna flip the grip on his spear and
No.
just throw it at you. And they are pretty good throwing weapons,
now you-
tridents.
Doesn't
They
have his spear anymore, though.
They sailed through the air fairly well.
Aerodynamic.
Quite aerodynamic.
also
Hydrodynamic, too.
Hydrodynamic design.
Yeah.
That's why fish people have them as
Yeah,
weapons.
26 to hit you, because you are.
Yeah.
Ooh, 24. You're outside the first range increment.
Don't.
Well, still.
Yeah.
Even so.
Still a yes. You are going to take 12 points of piercing damage. 'Cause he's got a pretty good shot on this spear.
He's joining the king.
Up top in the tower,
Pick up your weapon, sir.
we have two skeletal guards and a ballista. The ballista is loaded, and as you run up, one of them just goes and just hits the thing to launch it, and another bolt just sails right down to where the first one landed.
I should have moved.
Make me a reflex save. They doesn't have time to aim it. Make me a reflex save.
Looking over your shoulder, it's like, oh.
He am I trying to like, I'm fine. Whap! Giant ballista
How's the 21?
fail.
No!
He laughed when he said that, dude.
23
I am having not a good time.
points of bludgeoning damage as another ballista crashes down. Probably piercing damage. This one probably catches you a bit. That one's a little hurty. And then he's going to pick up his weapon. The other one's going to pick up his weapon. They both get one swing, and the second one gets a second swing. So first swing from the pair.
We were doing so well.
20?
for
We're
a
doing
while.
So good.
We're
And
still
a
doing
29.
fantastic.
So one hit, one miss.
Yeah, the 20.
Everybody is far apart and needs healing.
Marius is doing
And my
fine.
spell is called Lay on Hands.
6 points of slashing damage, and then one of them gets a second swing. Ooh, 19 on the die. It definitely can be a regular hit. Yeah, definitely a regular hit. There's no way he's getting to a crit with a multiple attack penalty on a glaive. The one that's right. A further 7 points of slashing damage as you find yourself facing a pair of Gisarm guards up here. But nobody hears the click, 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 click of the ballista being relatively loaded. They are otherwise occupied. Easy.
Okay. Well, I'm not doing great. I'm crying a little bit, bleeding a lot. And
a
you
little bit.
can't tell if I piss myself or not. Because it's raining outside.
You can't tell if you're crying either.
You can't tell any of these things. I'm just,
This is a statement that he chose to say that nobody made him say.
You're going to win
a
her back
siege
and no
weapon.
problem.
It's a bad day for Easy. Let's cut him some slack.
okay, I'm
Terrible,
gonna look
horrible,
at
very bad day.
Trey on the ground. I'm just gonna be like, well, this is fun. The siege is almost done. I can imagine how your wounds feel. Well, I'm just thinking about the next meal and this castle we've won. And I'm gonna level 3 soothe.
Nice.
I had 2 health when you crit me, by the way. I survived with the first crit. You did 20 to my 22 health.
Gosh.
Well, now you're getting some soothage. Wake up, brother. There's fish to stab.
Oh.
7, 5, 6. So
It's above average.
18?
Yeah, you get plus 12, yeah. If it's level 3 soothe.
Yeah, 18 plus 12.
Yes.
So third.
That's pretty good.
Okay. And
Also, lest we forget while we're talking about the current state of our brother Trey,
oh, yeah.
stress check for everyone, but not but.
Take one off.
He
Got a 19.
soothed.
Yeah.
This is good.
No, that's a 4, and this is a really great card, but I'm getting too close to
Easy.
the edge again.
I got 3. Well, it makes sense. It makes sense.
3.
This
Yeah.
is
There's a
brought
lot of
to
stuff
you-
going on right now.
this
I got
is
12.
You good?
Wait, do
You
I have
can't
to?
see him.
I guess you can't see him, yeah.
18. I'm good.
Hey, you didn't have to
Scott's,
move my
that was
initiative.
Scott's point.
All right.
Good job, Scott.
Yeah, your initiative is
No, I'm too close to the edge.
exactly.
I
Oh
gotta
yeah,
spend
you're
one
good.
on
No,
that.
you're
All right. Still got an action.
still done an action.
Am I close enough to get to Cammy, like 5 feet range, or no?
You can get within 15 feet of Canny.
Okay.
Well, not even. There's so
For
many
healing?
corpses.
So
You have to-
wait.
the
I can
corpses
still
are
get you.
difficult terrain. So you'd go 5, 15, 25. You could literally get like 3 tiles. Yeah, you not even past the corpses, just onto the back end.
Trey,
of
you
the
have a
corpses.
thing where I can get quickened.
I have to give that to you.
He's also got to get
I'm,
up.
yeah.
I got you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go as far as I can, and I'm just like just limping in the room. Cammy, stay inside.
And then there's still the corpses are still flailing and writhing.
Oh no, I'm
They're
in the
tickling your
zone.
toes.
Cammy.
Well,
For the
can't-
first, this is the top of the round. For the first time, you don't hear anyone else come.
I can't. So Trey's now up.
Conscious. Ups is strong.
Well, you-
Up's doing a lot of heavy
You
lifting.
technically
30?
don't know because
I mean, you
can't
see-
That's
see
true. I
that.
can't.
And I come in. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you can't. Yeah, you
That's
can't.
true.
see
You know
him.
what? I
You don't
didn't
even know
see
he's-
him drop.
Yeah, you didn't see me drop. You
I
didn't see
want
me
my
get
hero
healed.
point back.
Technically, yeah.
I didn't see
honestly,
him.
Yeah, honestly, take it. Like you
Scott,
didn't see him.
because this is a great card. So. Okay, I'm going.
Well, how's
to...
your health looking?
Me? No, it's bad, but that's okay.
You got any heals in the tank?
Yeah.
You see
I got
him
heals.
limp in the room, and you see the things writhing, and like regardless of the outcome of that, you are pretty stressed right now.
Oh no.
You're just gonna, I'm sorry, and you're gonna cast heal on yourself.
Oh, I don't have heal. I have lay on.
Then you're gonna
hands.
lay on hands yourself
Okay.
as your first action.
I was gonna do that anyway. Sorry, brother. But I can cast it more than.
As long as you got focus points.
It's now 18 health as well.
And I already took one down for that. Okay, so.
more
That's
health
the
than I
first
have.
time
I'm gonna
someone's
do the
failed a
math
stress
for my
check
okay.
this fight. I guess only 2 of you are making them, to be fair.
I'm gonna limp back inside the room, kind of meeting Easy's. We should have stayed in the corner.
Do I get anything for getting to 0 stress?
You're a 1.
Yeah, I will find a
You
way.
lose your buff. You lose your buff.
So wait, you're going, where are you going, Cammy?
I achieve
I'm gonna
Zen.
go lay on hands.
I become a pacifist.
You become chill.
My boy.
It's
right
gonna take, what's your speed?
there. My speed is 25.
10, 25. There's
Okay.
so many bodies you have to pick through. You can't quite get to him with one action.
It's fine.
Hyper Vol. Go ballistic, MD.
Whoa.
You guys need to,
Win your fight.
you need to outstretch your
Whoa!
hands.
Win your fight.
High five.
You have one action left, Cammy. Not quite in rage. So many bodies.
I know.
You have to basically climb over them. It's a jungle gym for you.
Okay.
Just a great day at the park. The undead
gosh,
park.
What do I even do with that? I don't even.
You're at the
what?
very edge of the flailing and writhing bodies. So if you step closer to him, like if you move and you can get to him with your third action, you'd be in the stuff. But
And I couldn't even heal him.
you can heal him immediately out of actions.
It's okay. I'm inside. What's the worst that could happen?
He says getting slapped.
There's a big fish right upstairs. If that's fine.
Would not come back out. I've not forgotten about him.
He's trying to find his good spear.
Is good.
He's just gonna come out with a gun.
I'll just stoke the heart on Marius. That's it. That's my. I can't do
Can't
much for
see
one
him.
action.
You can't see him.
You
It's
stoked.
just
Congrats,
you and
dude.
Kevin in a room. MD,
I'm gonna use that
top
very-
of the tower, 2 glaive wielding soldiers. I've abandoned the ballista to turn to you.
All right, I'm about to disappoint a lot of people. I want to cut the rope on the ballista.
Okay.
I want to cut. That's what I'm doing. I'm cutting the rope on the ballista.
Okay, you have
I have a war razor.
a war razor? I mean, it's a pretty heavy...
You don't gotta do
Give
much
me-
to disable a siege weapon.
Yeah, I guess you give me... Because you're kind of like trying to do it in combat. It's not as easy. It's not as easy just like whack, it's cut. It's not like a violin string. Like, it's pretty thick. Give me an attack roll.
Roll 10 on the die, so 25 total.
Absolutely. Your first action, you whip that razor out, dodge a glaive, and cut it through the bowstring of the ballista, which isn't currently tense to have been able to reload it, and just drops limp, draped across the deck.
How tall is this tower?
I said I think 30 feet tall.
30 feet. Cool. I have cat fall and I'm expert in acrobatics. I reduced the fall distance by 25 feet, so I just jump off the tower.
Woo!
Whoa!
Just a casual 5-foot drop.
Whap! Gone.
See ya.
They mob off the tower, land, roll into it on the ground. You got an action left.
You can step into the hand.
Step into the hands.
Close the door. Just so that they have to take even longer.
The door's on the other side.
Oh, that would be very funny, though.
It would be funny. I'm going to just pull out a potion. Let's pull out my potion.
That's a good call.
Yep.
That's a good one. Marius, you see these two figures at the top of the tower. Blades kind of swipe, and they just peer over the edge as they watch him just fall down and look back at their ballista.
Since it was intense, I'm not sure whether or not I would be able to see the string was cut. I'm just gonna nod it and be okay, yeah, and kind of.
He
So,
did rogue things.
I guess I'll go forward and peek around the corner to kind of see what's going on. So I'll just get to the corner of the wall.
Ready?
Yeah, by the
You can move
pile.
up and you can see all of this crap. Like, everything. You see the fish surrounding what looks to be an unconscious Trey, the fish leader channeling this magic, you are stepping into the edge of these skeletal hands, just breaking through the stone, kind of picking around him, getting slapped and clawed a bit. You can see him clearly channeling this.
And he's also under like 4 different status effects.
Yeah, who's
right
like
now.
frightened and clumsy and flat-footed. He's going through it right now, and he's pretty hurt.
Yeah, so I'll hunt prey on the caster dude because he seems important at this point.
Yeah.
And do a hunted shot. So give him 2. I'm gonna re-roll that because that was a 2.
Good call.
We have
Gave him
hero
2.
points.
14 plus 15, so
That'll hit.
29.
One hit.
Natural 20.
Ooh, one hit, one crit.
Do you have a bless?
No, he doesn't.
He does it.
So 5, 6. Is there still any player courage?
Yes.
Looking at this guy's health right now, it's not looking great.
So 7
for-
and then
Fish wizard.
7, 8, 9. 16 total so far. 3, 4, 5, 21. And then the deadly D10.
You need a 3.
4.
Yeah!
Oh.
What happens to him?
He's a fish, so I just the first shot goes. It's gonna hit him kind of square in the chest a little bit, and still there's this. I'm just at this point channeling, just like shoot, all the things. So that last one just skewers right in the face.
And he takes this first hit, looks up at you, moves his arm out that's channeling these tendrils, and you see almost a wave as these corpses and skeletal hands roll across the ground. The ones nearest to him disappearing, dropping down, the movement cracking upward. You two in the room see it pierce and rip, more hands punching through the floor, more bodies starting to move, and then everything drops still.
That's good.
And I finish that by shouting, "I didn't want to siege a fortress."
Not technically a siege at this point.
This is a conquer.
Yeah, they're
Big
sieging themselves
fish
with the ballista.
drops. Trey.
I get taken down to a knee. I'm just kind of like hunched down on the ground just to feel that soothing wave come over me, ignoring my wounds as I grab the one beside me and attempt to just over the shoulder, throw him over the rampart.
Yes!
Check.
Make it
Trying to
happen.
suplex a
Off
fish.
the edge. I see this one go down right as I come back to awareness. And 14 plus 9 is going to be a 23 to grab him.
Yeah, -2 from being prone.
Oh, standing. Sorry.
Oh, standing
As
up,
I'm coming
okay.
up and grabbing him.
Then you will just get him.
Cool. I didn't get the crit success I wanted to just yeet, but I get to use a new cool fancy trick, stunning blow or dazing blow.
Dazing blow.
Yeah. Press. He needs a fortitude save if I hit him to be stunned.
Ooh, okay.
Incapacitate if he's a higher level than me.
He's not.
Natural 20. So this changes my weapon damage to bludgeoning. Not that it matters for this.
Whack!
As I just take it and just whack him with
And
it.
you just hear a wet.
Yeah, you just hear.
They're very squishy.
And 2, 3, 7,
He's a little
8,
pressed.
16 damage. So a 2 and a 1.
32 or 16?
16.
Okay. Oh, well, because it was kind of low rolls.
Yes.
And he makes a fort save?
He makes a fortitude save against my class DC.
Yeah, that's about right. 16!
Nah.
He is stunned 2.
Whoa.
Ooh. You whack him.
So
And-
stunned is different from slowed. You don't get
Okay.
reactions or anything. It is as if you are frozen until it is your
It
turn.
is immediately his turn. You grab him, he's wow.
Yep.
Wow. He's got one action left.
I surprised him. I
Was
came
he-
up and Wah!
He was not ready for that one. He turned around, you just grabbed him and whipped him back around. What? Pop!
Not done with me, are you?
He's just, you
He
got a
got
hold of him.
manly left hook.
He's just going for a stab.
The manly left hook.
24.
He is grabbed as well.
Grab doesn't reduce his attack roll, does it? Not-
He's flat-footed.
He's- yeah, he's
just
flat-footed.
for the sake of letting,
Yeah.
like, it is a status effect.
24. He's like,
No.
fighter man. with
25
full plate.
AC.
This trident just skitters across this massive plate body you have. The other fish further up the rampart sees the main one go down. His eyes kind of go wide. He turns towards the top of the stairs. Like he's mad. He's yelling at the door.
Come on!
Come on, man. Where you saw Swolefish just kind of leave. He's yelling at that door. You gotta hold this other one. The other one next to you, it's not flanking. It just looks and sees the dead body, and he just panics. And he puts a hand out and just kind of tumbles into it, and he is going to attempt to shove Trey.
It's an attack trait.
It is an attack. I mean, that one uses one action.
But it's not a
already. This is
manipulate,
different
so-
fish. Oh, yeah. He's going to go for a poosh. 25.
Against
versus
fortitude?
DC.
34 or 24.
I was like, what?
No, I was thinking crit success. He succeeds. He pushes me.
He succeeds.
Does not break my grab.
It's a super note. Absolutely does not. No. But he will push you back over the edge of the ramparts here. You gotta hold this other fish. You're like, ah! And then he comes off the edge. Make me a. You have a reaction. You haven't used it yet.
I do.
You can grab an edge if you want.
Can I use it to push
I
this
guess
guy
you don't really
below
have a
me?
hand. You have a trident and you have a guy.
Yeah, can I use it to bring this guy down below me and land on top of him?
Roll me a reflex save. Sure.
Sure. 18.
Total?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So you guys
Wait, he's coming with me.
You guys both fall down, and you all hear a crunch and a splat as Trey and this fish fall all the way off the ramparts
How far is
into
it?
this inner courtyard, 30 feet. It's 30 feet the ramparts, 30 feet the top of the tower.
15.
Take 15 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're prone. The fish next to you, he hits head first, and he's dead. Good job. He does not survive that
All me.
fall.
That's 2 enemies down to friendly fire.
Yeah. Yeah, that is.
For those at home keeping track.
And then he, up at the edge of the ramparts and following this, he's still got his spear. He just pitches it down to you.
Looking for a 23.
Yeah. He's going to just take a chuck.
Actually, that's 30 feet. That's range increments.
It is range increment too. Yeah, he's got a -2. He's absolutely not hitting it. That Triton just sails down and embeds in the dirt
Now I
next
have
to you.
2 tridents.
And he turns and runs. He runs towards where all the fish had come from. And as he's going, he turns to the other guy who also doesn't have a trident because he threw it at easy. And he yells, and they both just sprint into that room, escaping as fast as they can, deeper into the fortress. The 2 guys up top that are left, the 2 soldiers, do not have the intelligence needed to run away from a battle that's not going right for them. But they've also got use arms, or glaives, and a broken ballista. And after a quick cursory attempt to turn the wheel, they're mindless. Nothing happens.
Oh my God.
You hear the clatter of them dropping their glaives.
You broke their toy.
And you see the 2 of them rise up with longbows aimed down through the crenellations between the ramparts. Each of them wasted enough actions up there trying to get the ballista working that they each just get 1 shot at MD down below them.
No, you're fine.
I'm fine. 24 and a dirty 20.
The 24 hits.
24 will hit.
They are also longbows, right?
That's exactly. 30.
Yeah.
So you will take 5 points of piercing damage as 1 arrow drops down on you from above.
Those do not hit.
They are longbows.
He does damage because he hits 17 times around.
Yeah. He's got to hit 31 times to make it work. Easy.
Well,
The flailing has stopped.
yes.
You are not being hit anymore.
No more tickling of the toes.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna pull out this potion that I got from Reese's room. It's a lesser healing potion.
Reese's really helping us out.
I'm gonna
This
pull it
is
out.
great.
Just a great
Next
friend.
letter, wait.
Really.
Next
really
section,
useful.
I drink it.
Turns out it was poison. Oh
Yeah,
no.
That lesser.
Lesser is 2d6 plus
Lesser
5.
is 2d8 plus 5.
2d8 plus 5.
Elixirs are the
I got it right here in front
sixes.
of me.
That was close.
I figured I should just hold on to this for later.
The potion card's really useful because it's got all the different kinds of potion.
Yeah.
6 and 7 is 13 plus 5
18.
is 18, and then I'm just gonna sit. I'm just gonna sit and recollect.
Easy's worried a little bit. Easy's kind of
I
struggling.
got my
out.
2 ballistas.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
take that. You ate those ballistas. You take this potion. You are like overwhelmed, and you hear whatever's happening outside still, and against your better judgment, you cannot help yourself. You're missing most of your party here. You're gonna spend an action. Doesn't have to be at the start of your turn. Picking your way back across the pile of bodies, back outside the door,
Right to the
look
ballista range.
towards MD
Okay.
and Marius, and just yell, "Where's Trey? Guys, where's Trey? He's supposed to be here to stay."
Yeah.
That does sound like something Martin would say.
Yeah. Okay.
You got 1 action left.
No, the potion pulling out was 1.
Ah,
Drinking
That's
is
it.
1,
He's
and
sitting
then
there.
I was gonna
Damn.
sit, but you made me do that.
Okay, I'm just going to bust through these bodies, coming through, storming past easy.
climbing over
I'm
everything.
gonna try
Trey's
and
dead.
come as far as I can. I'm gonna try and cut this distance in half. As I'm going to spend 1 action to give spell delivery to Greenie. We're gonna go. This is lay on hands for MD.
So you can get like right up to easy because it's 20, 30, 25 feet just to get through the door because it's difficult
God.
terrain. It's 10 feet per square. And you can send Greenie out and he'll start running, but he's not going to make it this turn. You see your little chameleon scampering across the ramparts with this glow emanating out from him. He's
You know
just
the-
shooting
The
towards
lizards that can
MD.
run over water, how they run on just their back legs. He's holding up this glowing ball and just
I'm coming!
He's coming!
I get 1 big switch. Fly, my love.
He's running, but he's not making it there till next turn. MD.
I don't see that happening. I drink my potion.
You don't see that. Hey.
How high up is this? 30 feet. It's going to take all my movement to get back up to the top of them. Okay, cool. Now I go all the way back up to them. Now they have longbows and not glaives.
Do you have a potion in your hand, or because
Yeah, I had it in my hand. I used my last action to.
And then 2 more actions. You're back on the top of the stairs. Like, all right.
We're back at it, boys.
Round 2.
And they don't have their glaives in hand anymore.
Glorious.
All right.
He's like, wait. Up the stairs.
He's
Like,
like-
"Wait, please.
You just hear the same slapping feet noise,
Yeah,
just
just
much
smell it.
He's
quieter.
trying so hard to catch him.
MD's like,
I'm
"There's more
trying to do
fish."
math.
All right. Responding to MD, he went over the edge, shouting, "Trey, are you okay?"
Feel better at all?
You just hear,
That's worse.
All
where'd
right.
they go?
Okay. And I glance back around to the tower, and I see these guys come out with their bows. Okay.
Guess we're doing this
Yeah,
now.
I hunt prey on one of them, and
Oh my gosh, he's mad at us.
then yeah, the hunted shot. Or no,
Hunter's aim.
do they have concealment?
They've covered it. It's the super cover.
Yeah, I'll do the hunter's aim.
They got a tower cover is like +4. That's what a tower is for.
What is Howard's for?
Plus 4.
So that's 22.
22 will
plus
hit.
2, 24.
24 will still hit.
All right.
25.
25 will still hit.
About 26.
26 will still hit.
All right, going on.
What about an 87?
That'll crit.
Inspired.
There you go.
That's right. Okay, so then that's just 3.
Doink.
Please stop.
The arrow hits one of them. Trey, you hit this courtyard here. You can see you're in a back section here where it's just kind of you and the fish and a lot of moldy, rotted hay that looks like it was once kempt and sorted into reasonable bales. Not underneath where you landed, unfortunately. You just got dirt, but just sort of around that's been left out. And this section has got like little extended covers out over a lot of it, but it's not a full covered courtyard. There is a little section to your left, you can kind of see on the map, where the wooden structure up top leans out a bit over this sort of connecting beam. That's not a wall. You can pass through that. You can see several doors leading into the castle, but a stairwell some 30 feet away that leads from the inside courtyard back up onto the outskirts.
Do I see a door that leads into this wooden building?
Hold, please.
No.
Technical difficulty.
I was
the
like,
s-
I must look at the
And the
map.
stairs go back up to the top.
There is the stairs go back to the top. There is a window like immediately next to you, and there's a door on the other side of this little inlet. But there's not a door that goes into this structure that you see.
Just kind of guessing where they are, or like where they're going to be going. I will grab the trident, stand up, and bust out that window.
Okay. Yes, yeah, the window's super breakable. It is in fact a window.
Oh.
Windows do break.
Breaking case of
Grab the trident, stand up, break the window.
Now
Bashing
I've
that
got a
in.
spear and a trident ready to throw the spear if they're too far away for me to get to them.
Your third action. You would see. Good prediction. You would see into a room that looks like a fairly small office. It's very well furnished. There's a desk right across on the other room from you that looks like it's very well crafted. It's heavy. It's made of a dark, rich, almost mahogany wood with intricate patterns engraved into it. This is an office of someone of great importance. The walls are covered in ornate tapestries. There's a door on the left that flies open as two absolutely panicking fish people.
As soon as it comes through the door, spear. Natural 20.
Stray screams, actually. That was Stray.
Almost max damage. 10, 14, none of that.
None of that.
So, yeah, 28.
28. He takes a big hit. As
He's
they
now-
just keep running.
he's now
blow open the
frightened
door on the
and
right side of the
clumsy.
room and keep running. You just see him run across.
That's a horror movie. You throw a man off a building, run down the stairs, and he's right there waiting to stab you.
Sprint by. out of sight as fast as possible, escaping into the part of the Fort Halicourse that would be underneath that main bulk of the ramparts where Marius had taken down the first two.
Here's Trey.
Meanwhile, up top,
Back to the normal encounter.
drop bows,
No, this isn't normal.
pick up glaives.
Stab, stab.
Glaives!
The lizard is coming! Wait.
Wait till you see my next turn.
No!
22 and a dirty 20 to hit.
No and no.
Second swings. Okay, that one is a 24.
24 does.
One of
hit.
them catches on the second swing. 10 points of slashing damage as one glaive clips you.
Please wait for the lizard to
You
get
are
there!
absolutely the horror movie villain.
Again.
They're sprinting away. Easy.
I'm going to find a way to get to them before they leave. They're not going to know how I did it, but I will catch up to I'm catching up to them. I haven't used it.
So I'm gonna go to the edge and see if I can see. Because I'm expecting to see Trey's dead body on the ground.
The rest of us don't know what's going on down there.
After you go over to the edge, you look down and you see Trey maniacally laughing, thrusting his spear through a window. Look at something.
He's happier down there.
He is
Oh,
happy
look
down
up.
there.
They thought they could get away.
Okay, I guess you can die. I'll make you a fish pie, and I'm gonna send you another suit.
Invest in that future.
Natural 20. I just rolled 2 20s in a
Oh,
row,
for
by the
pity's
way.
sake.
You're at 0.
I
Trey's
just
feeling great.
I just rolled 2 nat 20s in a
He's
row.
this is what he does.
Yes, it is.
He's at home here. He is the first to reach 0 stress.
What's my
We
reward?
reached 0.
Your reward is you're at 0 stress.
I don't get like a Zen bonus that does nothing, but I get a little
You
achievement.
feel better.
16 plus 8 is 0.
Okay.
24.
24. Maverick coming up with a hero point. Trey, gonna get you.
Sure, gonna give it to you.
I have enough health.
Hammy. You see
Last second
Greeny.
sidestep over here.
Greeny's taking off running. MD sprints up the tower. Greeny looks at it,
That's pretty good. That's
and
pretty
he
good
just
card.
starts running up the side of the tower. He's a chameleon. He's got little climby feet.
I salute him. It's like, you're doing the Lord's work, Greeny.
And
just hear-
he would get most of the way up the tower.
He's gonna keep working on that.
Do you give him 2 more actions?
Yeah, I'll give him
Okay.
one of my actions.
You
Give that to
use
him.
one of your actions. He gets up, and you, MD, would see this little lizard come up the side.
Oh.
And so he splunges his tongue out at you, and you would feel
right in the mouth.
you would feel you'd feel lay on hands and have a weird, almost like boiled mushrooms taste in your mouth for a second. You get 18 health and plus 2 AC.
Yes, you do.
Well, before the lizard goes away, just give it a
son!
salute.
My boy!
Back to the other side of the tower. You have 2 actions left.
Yep. I'm going to go over to the edge over here where Easy is, again, also thinking like, oh gosh, Marius said he flew over the edge and we heard him shout from down there and get over there.
See me pull back my spear with fresh blood on it. I got him.
It's like a kebab with like fish.
Stoke the heart.
He's doing fine.
MD.
Doesn't need us.
Currently, I have the War Razor in my hand and an empty bottle.
Okay.
Twin thing.
Yeah,
Starting with the empty
Potion
bottle.
bottle.
It's a weapon against the runes, right?
it does. It's an improvised weapon.
Magic
That's a +1 striking little tiny glass vial.
Oh my gosh.
You break a beer bottle over his head.
Total of a dirty 20.
It's less of a beer bottle, more like you're breaking a bottle of NyQuil.
It's like a
Dirty 20 will hit.
It's gonna put him to sleep.
D6, D4.
D4.
I was trying to say.
You're not gonna D6.
I had
potion
him in my
bottles.
hand.
Okay.
I was trying to say D4. 8 damage as it is shattered across his head, and then the War Razor. for an 18 on the die, a total of a 29.
The skeleton, the mindless skeleton, is so flabbergasted that you hit it with a
You
NyQuil
just
bottle.
hit him with a bottle, and even the mindless guard is just like.
Why did that hurt that much?
10, 15, 17, 18,
Dead.
19,
Dead.
38.
Dead. And you just slash him. Dead.
Cool, I just take a step forward to the other one then. No, actually, I jump off the edge again.
On the crit,
Drop
I would
your
hope,
weapons.
On the crit, I'd hope that guy fell over the edge. And then you,
Nope.
Marius.
Get this last
I'm
guy,
gonna say that's
please.
the one you've already got hunted.
hooray! Okay, let's aim. Let's hunter's aim. Give him a shot. I'm gonna
Get him.
roll that for funsies.
Get him.
I probably hit, but I want to see if I can crit again. Okay, that's 27.
That is.
Okay,
That's
damage.
100. That's with +2.
with 29.
Crits.
Hooray!
Crits with because of the +2 and the ignoring cover. You need both, and it crits exactly.
8. We do have Inspire Courage?
No.
No.
Okay, so 8,
I'm not courageous right now.
6,
Not feeling it.
I'm not feeling very well.
8, 14, 15. 18.
18 damage. They got a little piercing resistance, so it's gonna hit. It's gonna do most of that, but not all of it. You got one action left.
Do you have crit spec?
I don't.
You should, yes.
Maybe.
You got one
Yes.
action
Yeah.
left. It's gonna be kind of. He's not going anywhere.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
I'll just give it a regular shot and we'll
Yes, you can flurry.
see what happens.
Pew pew pew.
Nope.
Second one.
Okay. So that's 14. That's my third shot, so 24.
That'll hit even with the cover.
Wow.
Finish him.
8. 8 damage.
That does knock him down.
Ooh.
He had 2. That did 3. That's the number that you needed.
All right, back to the horror movie.
Meanwhile, downstairs.
And Trey
Activating silver
Fight
bracelet.
was gonna be over.
Okay.
All
You
right.
spend an action to give yourself a speed boost so you can more effectively chase the fish.
So, 35 movement, because I have fleet, and I'm in full plate, so you just hear clunk, 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 as I just start chasing after where they went.
You dive in this one. I'll let you do it in like one. It's one to activate, right?
Yeah, one
And
to
you climb
activate.
through the window and bolt after them through this open doorway and come around the corner into what looks like a big dining hall. And you are fast. So you come around behind the 2 fish that are retreating desperately. And you come around and see 5 heads turn of the rest of the fish. They went to go beg for help, all turn to just look at you. And I'll just sort of raise tridents
Trey's doing
as the
all
2
right.
you've been chasing, who are unhurt. Might as well one got crit, the other one's unhurt. Turn around. But at the other end of the long dining table that fills up most of this room, well, 5 fish fill most of this room. But the big long dining table with more than a half dozen seats around it taking up the majority of the chamber. At the far end, just in the corner, like they've just been left there, forgotten, is another figure. A human figure. Curled up, tied up, bound, with a white rope around her mouth. A green eye and a yellow eye, looking past raven black hair. As Winter just looks up from the floor, incredulous at Trey just bursting into the room here.
Are there other windows in this room?
There are not, no. There are several other doors, and there's an arrow slit on the south
Yeah.
end, but you couldn't really get through that.
So come into the room, see this, just nod at Winter, smile at all of them, and take off
That's
running.
gonna be the end of today's session.
I'm heading up the tower.
You're going to the southern tower.
Yes.
You sprint away from this upstairs to go get your friends.
Because I still have half a movement and then a full another.
You're like,
I think you could take all 5.
no.
We're gonna be in the same combat.
Yes! I'm not letting it end.
Sieges are long.
Sieges are
You
long.
chose to fight an entire fortress.
We
Guys.
did. And you know what?
We don't
The
need
U
that.
is not Marius inclusive.
I do not
You!
regret this at all.
Hey, we speedrun it.
We don't need the stupid cabin or the cave anymore.
We have a
We have
castle.
a castle.
Hav is doing a lot of heavy lifting right here. There is a castle. It is very much still occupied.
By us.
Not
I mean,
for
we
long.
killed like 40
Because I
people.
still have it.
Yeah.
You
Just in
killed,
Yeah, you'll still
let
be
me
stoked.
math. You killed a pack of 6, a pack of 6, that's 12. A boss, a commander, and 4 goobers, that's 17. 2 commanders and a spearman, that's 20. 4 fish is 24. You did, okay, 2 fish is 22. Fish leader is 23. 2 oozes is 25. 3 ballista guards is 28. You are currently killed 28 of the defenders of Fort Halicourse.
And I have half my health.
There is an unknown amount of them left. That's just who came up to the ramparts immediately. There is the entire actual castle down below.
When I jumped off the tower the first time, I had 7 health left.
I think there's a lot of people not looking super great right now.
That was awful.
It's like
When we come back next week,
Oh gosh.
the battle for Fort Halicourse is not over.
This
it's
makes
not.
me happy.
There's still a good number of fish boys down there, and good news, everyone! Trey found winner.
I found winner, and I landed like, I think, 6 or 7 crits. Pretty happy.
ones.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thank you for being here. Well, this is the end of our session for today. We're going to have a lot more coming. Of course, we'll be back next week, next Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. If you subscribe to our Patreon, we got one little $5 tier on there. We'll have a post show. I can't even imagine what this post show is going to be.
Action.
This episode was chaos. And tomorrow, if you want more Pathfinder, 4 p.m. Eastern, there is our other show we've currently got running with the Abomination Vaults. You remember Nick, Roisin, Dalren, right here in the GM seat, running his game now for a lot of familiar faces that I'm glad that we got back in shows, back in casts. They're still pretty early in their adventure, only a couple episodes in. You can get into the, honestly, still very much the beginning of the story of the ruins of Gauntlight. And do you have a name for your squad? Have you Heroes of Breach Hill it yet, or are you just the dudes, the fellas?
We don't even have a name for it.
Well,
got-
for what it's worth, we're doing this. I'm literally there on the church's orders.
That's for the Pious Puppy is here.
Pious
because
Puppy is
God
here
said
because
so.
God said so.
So check
so
that one
not
out
really a
as well if you
squad
want some more
name.
Pathfinder. Again, thanks for being here, everybody. Enjoy what's left of your weekends.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy. Oh yeah, that's this Thursday.
that's
oh
this
my
week.
God,
That's
happy.
Thursday.
Yeah, well, happy
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. That's gonna happen
Happy
before next Strange Aeons.
Thanksgiving.
Tell you
I'm
what.
working.
if
Wow.
You, no, if you
That's-
want to get me, my birthday is on Thanksgiving. Give me some hero points tomorrow. I'll use them.
Stay safe.
Oops.
Stay safe.